All right. So last time, the party, while conquering rough terrain, the elements, broken pathways, and a rope bridge over a deep crevice, the party journeyed their way up the Great Mountains and found themselves outside a village, seemingly in the middle of war preparations, which they did find a name for this village. Um, and after taking out a patrolling group of orcs, the party made their way through the village under the disguise of being of the general populace or disguised as orcs
Or a backpack.
or being lodged in a backpack with the zipper slightly open to be able to allow air in, so little Twiglet doesn't.
Still getting counseling.
Yeah. So, despite some
In a
close
wood
calls in the village, the party did make it through to the other side without issue. And after traveling the main road for several hours, Dothra mentioned that there was a passage through into the inside the mountain, and if they wanted to not travel on the main pathway, that would be an option for them to do, to kind of maybe show up at Heartmount unannounced and have at least the element of surprise. So the party decided to go through this passageway and into the inside of the mountain. And they followed tunnels for several days through caverns, fought some of the denizens that call the caverns in the inside of the mountain home, as the rest of the party is doing signals across the table here. I don't know what they're doing, smoke signals of some sort over here. You guys can't see it because I don't have the camera switched over yet.
Oh, come on.
No, not yet. I'm trying to do my intro here.
Start over.
The party found themselves in tunnels underground within the mountains, making their way hopefully towards Heartmount. They are now in the third day of travel, traversing the tunnels and caverns. And that is where we pick up. All right, so now you guys are visual, except for you, Kevin. We had a little bit of camera issues today setting up, so we just have Raylog's little portrait there. But we do have cameras now.
There's something little about Raylog?
Yeah, not very much. That's a little
He's
Raylog.
so large, you can't actually see him. So you put a picture on there instead.
Yes.
He's our meteorologist.
Are you satisfied with it?
Then again, if Kevin absolutely wants to be seen for a moment, he can always rotate to one of the cameras if he wants to.
Yeah.
But that's up to him. So,
Proof
all right.
of life.
So, last time, right as we ended, you guys finished fighting some kind of bipedal, spider-like insect creatures in what seems to be their home or lair or something in a room full of webbing. And you guys just finished dispatching them, with Dothra and Sybil having failed constitution saves from being bit by these creatures.
They just need to do better.
So that is where we pick up, is right after.
Well, as far as I know, we probably need to inspect to see if maybe other victims were in here or items that were left behind that need to be retrieved and make sure they don't sit and go to waste here.
You talking about empowered items?
Goodies.
Items that we would like to inspect to see possibly if they're
Okay. Go ahead and make an awareness check for me. Or we can do an investigation, which you want to do.
I'll do an investigation.
Okay, that is intelligence.
Okay, and that is a 9 I rolled. And I needed a 19.
Going around looking at the various corpses that you find wrapped in webbing, most, like even the armor and the weapons, they all have show a bit of wear on them as rust, and that the elements have, even though they're not really outside, but they show some wear on that they've been here for a bit. Whereas with empowered items, there would not be,
The-
at least to your knowledge, there would not be any wear to this. There doesn't seem to be. I mean, there are some like rings and like necklaces on a few of them, but of precious metals. But they look like they've been here for some time too. They don't seem like, the day they were made, so to speak.
So the jewelry and things, do they have inscriptions on them?
Some of them do have
Mint marks of some sort.
Some of them do have like little inscriptions on like the inside of the ring that would be against like the skin.
Like the one that rules them all?
No,
Oh.
nothing that's seems like that. But then again, you're not using, unless you are detect empowerments.
Yeah, I didn't declare that.
So this is just you going through and looking at what you see.
Oh yeah.
And it is dark, so unless, there is fire or light from Sybil's sword at this point.
Yeah, she can be
Still.
useful. Get a little close to be able to reveal what we're
So.
inspecting at the same time. But she also has on her sword to reveal empowerment.
She does. Yeah. So.
Oh, she just said she would do that. She is a
Yeah,
remarkable.
I think that
lady.
she would.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, she's remarkable.
Doing that and making it available to all of you. Nothing pops out as empowered in this room, at least like gear wise. Occasionally there is a pop of like 2 or 3 little purple things that you see, little motes that you see
On the ground.
underground, underneath where you're standing.
So there might be a deposit of imbuminite below us.
Yeah, but I'm just talking like a little piece. And it's like 30, 40 feet down. And there's one like underneath one of the boulders, and there's another one that's like off a good like 10 feet or so.
All right, so you're saying scattered amount.
It's not like a
vein,
big
vein,
deposit like
not
when
a
you
vein.
guys were
Yeah.
at Whetstone.
Any of them accessible?
Not immediately, no.
Nothing.
They're a good
You're just saying they're
15 feet
Okay.
buried in rock.
Okay, you're doing it that way. All right, I understand. All right. Well, jewelry is small,
Mhm.
so I'll take the smaller items.
Okay. There's a total of 5 rings. 3 are silver, and 2 are gold. Like I said, there are some like inscriptions written on the inside.
Do we recognize the type of language?
What
that you're
languages
saying?
do you know?
Probably all of them. That's my favorite language.
That would be common for everyone.
All right, you found me out. Okay. Well, Auriculan.
Okay.
I mean, that's the most popular in the whole land.
No, for you maybe.
Well, I mean, it's the only
Just
point of
rife
view, really.
with it.
Of course, common.
No.
Oh,
If it was
okay.
common, I would have just told you. Because
He
it's
wouldn't have
common.
been this good.
Does it look like Klingon?
No.
Oh, so it's not orc. Okay.
No face left for you.
How about dwarven?
Yes. There is one of them that is inscribed in Dwarven.
And is that a silver or a gold ring?
Is a silver ring. It has a name inscribed on it.
Is it his high school ring?
What's that?
Is it his high school ring?
No.
No date.
Super Bowl.
Promise me? No.
Now that'd be a nice ring here.
Wouldn't
It's
it
probably made
though?
out of platinum, not gold. Oh, this is silver. Oh, that's even a step down.
Huh?
He probably used
What's
the
it say?
flatware and
What's
bent it and made it a ring.
What's it
You want the name?
Yes.
say? No.
Book. B-U-K. Book. Or Buck. Whichever way you want to go.
I like Buck better.
No.
Not Buck Rogers.
Literate liar.
Just B-U-K.
B-U-K.
I want
I
to
guess
check
that's
out
Buck. Yeah.
book. Don't forget to return the book to the library.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds better. I like Buck.
Book.
Buck.
Buck.
Like a Bucky
I thought you
Brocco.
literally said, I like book better.
Is there a ring
I'm
next
like,
to it? Twiggy?
No.
Okay. So that's one dwarven ring, silver. Okay. Is that a thick band?
Yeah, it's pretty thick. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got the design on the outside kind of has like a woven braid that like crisscrosses.
Yeah.
Kind of design to it.
Stereotype. Okay. And how many other rings have writings on?
Just one.
One more.
And no, it's not one.
Is it in Trollish? I can't speak it.
Is it Bygonian?
No.
Ooh.
Saldarian,
No.
High Elvish.
No, it is Soldarian. Sorry.
Which is High Elvish.
No, that's
It's marked
the
separately
Sylvan.
on mine.
Oh.
So it's Saldarian. How many?
Okay,
has
Solvarian.
It's
Okay.
just one other ring that has.
Is that
Gold or
silver?
silver?
It's a gold ring.
And
The name on it is Liam.
Is it a
Liam?
guy or a girl?
Liam spelled exactly.
Liam.
Okay. Does that mean the Elvish concept person wants to have it? Because you can read it?
M or N? When you
Liam
spelled
or
it,
Liam?
Liam.
Okay, you turned away when you said, so I was like,
Ma.
Oh, that's definitely an N.
Ma.
Okay, I will take it.
Okay.
Apparently, if we're gonna find out anything about it, if it's Saldarian, and I know Saldarian, it's better off with moi.
That's a very good excuse to get a gold ring.
And these are empowered.
Remember,
No,
No.
they're just regular
Just a
rings.
regular ring.
I'm not.
So what are
taking
what are
because I
the
need
other
more
non-labeled rings?
Just
There's
regular
one
rings.
gold ring. It's
So
a
like
simple
they're-
band. And then there's two silver ones and one gold that don't have any inscriptions. So
Play
The
shadow.
gold band that has the inscription Liam in Saldarian does have some like twisty vine type like
Very
artistic
earthy.
to very elvish.
Very botanic.
okay, so I personally only have 3 silver rings and 1 gold ring. Because you have the other gold ring.
Yes.
Well, no mas.
Okay, no mess.
So a silver ring with a dwarven name on it and a golden ring with
Wasn't there a necklace?
or
you
a,
said?
I should say a name written in dwarven and then a gold ring with a name written in it in Saldarian.
Doesn't mean the person's.
Was there necklaces you said?
Yes, there are a
They were
few
honored.
necklaces.
They have writing on to it, and are the one dwarven and one Saldarian?
No, there's no writing on any other necklaces.
Well, maybe that needs to change.
Nope, they're just like typical like jewelry chains. And
They
things
don't
like
have
that,
like
or
a
an
gold
amulet.
piece medallion or something on one of them?
No,
No mistake.
not like a medallion. There's one that is like a circular. It's smaller, but it has like a little door thing that you can open up.
Okay, I
That
would
would have
do
like a
that.
picture in the inside, but
painting
the
of a
picture
person?
is faded at this point.
Is it that old? Can't really tell what the picture looks like the human or elvish.
The figure in it doesn't look what's the word? Stocky like a dwarf. It looks more like
Slender.
slender like a human or an elf or half elf.
Okay, how many necklaces?
3.
3. One has a locket.
Yes. It's
It's a
gold
picture.
necklace with a locket.
And that's the one I opened that had a picture.
Yes.
Oh. I must have spaced out.
The picture doesn't
No,
seem
you-
to have
you're
like a whole
normal.
bunch of hair to it either, like the head.
Excuse me?
So it doesn't look
What?
like it.
It was baldish?
No, I'm saying it doesn't look like there was a lot of like flowing hair or
Yeah.
anything. So it could be
My
assumed
locket,
that
your
either
picture.
if it is a female, then they had either really short hair or
some
a
ritual.
male. So
Okay. One necklace has a locket.
and then there's another gold one, and then a silver.
So 1 gold, 2 silver.
No, 2 gold. one's with the locket. One
Oh,
gold,
I
one's
thought that
with
was the
pocket,
silver. Okay,
and
that's
then
cool.
another gold,
All right.
and then silver.
Okay, one is the one with the locket. With a John Doe in the locket. Okay, or John Jill, wherever. Not John Doe. Jane Doe.
Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Not Jill Doe.
Nope.
Let's not go there. Yeah. We'll say Jill Biden.
Strike that from the record, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Record? No.
All right. Anything else you guys want to look for?
There were weapons?
Yeah, there's a few.
Anything
Not
more?
everybody has one. Well, I guess I should say
Well, that's the first
everybody
one.
has some sort of, I guess, what you guys could utilize as a weapon,
Stuff
but
in my head, thank you so much.
What type of weapon are you talking about?
there's anything from a warhammer or a battle axe to a short sword to daggers.
Well, daggers are handy.
So that's why I was like, well, they would have daggers.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, you guys.
Number of daggers?
Let's
12.
see.
Okay.
3.
3 daggers.
Great.
And then you said Warhammer?
A warhammer, a battle axe, and 2 short swords.
I like Warhammers.
Granted, these have been here for a while too. So
They just need to be buffed up.
just
How many
saying.
Warhammers? 1?
You need a protein.
The words right out of my mouth. I was about to say that.
Yeah. He's like,
Gotta get your whey powder.
That's
you need to
all
drink your
I'm
speed
taking.
potion over there.
Just the warhammer.
Yeah, I already got stuff in my
It was
pack.
like this
so
much.
I
stuff
can't
to
take it.
pot.
Okay.
You need a coffee.
And
cup
that's not
like
a Warhammer
like
made for a small person.
potion.
No, this is
That's
someone
large.
for like
Yeah.
That's large.
dwarf.
It's large for me. Yeah, so, yeah, it'd be two-handed for me if I was.
Yeah.
Okay. Very impressive. Okay. I'll
But
take this to the
that's-
Antique Roadshow and see what it is.
Time travel.
If this area looks secure, guys, would you like to rest a little bit and then ponder over our activities and get more knowledge before we move on? Sort of like
Anybody feeling insecure? No.
go up half a level.
I'm all for a break.
Is that what we need to relax time? You're saying like an 8-hour concept?
Yep.
Oh, you mean for the half level?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd just be you guys chilling and not
Raylock and
not being
find
in
a
like
log
immediate
and
peril.
Get some log
Okay.
rolling in.
All right, then I guess that's what we'll do. We don't know what time of day it is.
Since you guys are on the mountain and civil, and you're trying to do this discreetly, I'm being lenient on the having to be in a village or whatever to
Because you
Level
sent us
up.
out to the boonies.
because yeah,
Some of us don't want to swing a 1,000-pound animal like a weird music
Where
video
did
across
I
the
put this?
cliffside.
Heaven gave me, I probably threw it
The cliffs make people
If
do
you
funny things.
told me about it, but you didn't.
So you're on your own.
And on it.
Where did I put it?
I don't have it. Not in my binder.
Raylog, you are officially
No,
the
it's
new
not going to
leader.
be in your binder. It's
Did it come from home?
no something that Kevin printed off and then actually printed a copy
Kevin
for
has
me and then tossed it to me, and I don't know what I did with it.
You put it in a sleeve.
I did not put it in a sleeve.
You might
I
have.
probably should have put it in a sleeve.
Did you put it in your zipper pouch?
Maybe
I mean,
put
you
it-
guys can. Oh,
in a-
there it is. Found it.
Yeah, we're meditating and learning our new abilities while this is going.
Okay. I mean, you guys already went through and did your
Okay.
half level anyway. But
Yes.
is there any conversations anybody wants to have
Nobody said
before
we need
we
to talk before
move
we
on
stopped.
to the next day?
Raylog, would you like to rethink maybe contacting anyone again, or
Who's got a bone to pick?
that you've been thinking about since the last time you tried to contact people?
Maybe not right now.
I understand. I mean, it seems to be a very broad scope to venture into, to not know.
Mhm.
So I respect that.
Are we doing watches?
Yeah, we're probably gonna do a little bit casual watch. So
Are you guys
Spectators.
moving out of the room with the webbing, or are you going into the tunnel to spend the evening? Or...
I would get out of the web.
Okay, I'm just
No, that sounds good because it's a sticky situation to hang around with.
Especially for
uh,
little
uh,
little person.
And we already looked around in the room and we didn't see an exit, did we?
besides where you entered and the
Right,
other side.
right.
So
It looked like there's only one way, and that's either go the way we came or where we're
back or
going.
forward.
So if anything comes behind us, it's got to go through the webbing. So technically, it helps us a little bit of a buffer, so we can concentrate more. It might be a false security, but it sounds good.
I sound smart, so it's
Yeah. And I was teased by the imbuminite, but I couldn't. But her sword's on it, so if we enter more into the
sword
tube-
lasts, I think, for like the bless lasts for like
for an hour.
I don't think it's an hour.
No, 10 hours.
Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hi, Kim.
Was your meeting over already?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping you extend it because you guys always have so much fun.
The more the merrier.
I mean,
Anyway,
it started, whatever. It was late.
Okay. You gonna let her know we went half a level?
Yes, Kim. You guys are going up half a level. Can you hear me?
She's talking to the dog. She's not alone.
I thought with the headphones thing might not work. Can you hear me, Kim?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, you hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
You guys go up a half a level.
Right.
So,
But if you don't think you need to do it right now, we don't have to do it.
No, I
Does that to us all the time. She said, I haven't changed anything. I'm just as loud as I was before. I'm like, okay. I can't debate it.
all right. Essentially, the party is bedding down for the evening. They moved out of the room with the webbing and whatnot.
We looted. And there was no coins with the body.
Dothra and Sybil are no longer poisoned because the time has allotted for
Right.
poison
So
to
there's
be
no
out of the
minus to
system.
attack.
Yep. So,
No, did you hear my question?
what's that?
I didn't. So we didn't find any coinage around the debris of the armor and the people.
Oh, yes, there would be some coins on that. I apologize.
I don't know if I'm going to forgive you.
There would be a total of 50 gold amongst the bodies that are there that you are looking
Yeah, none of these are in Soldarian, so I'm sorry, Murray, you didn't get it. Okay, next.
for. 75 silver. And then
10,000 copper.
10 copper.
Somebody want that?
Drop them off the side of the mountain and see.
We're going to use them in a booby trap to make noise when it jingles like Or it connects an electrical current. Shocks.
Or like
through
I
it.
said, you could just throw it over the side of the mountain on top of your enemy and
Yeah.
see if they die.
I'm gonna fling this penny at you.
Oh, we used to like to put 10 pennies in your elbow.
I
That's
blessed
it.
it before I did that.
Yeah, forget the blessed stone. Bless copper piece.
Piercing, not bludgeoning. Hey, you have to know your foe.
I'll make it vibrate as it goes through the air.
Oh, that's the next level.
Right through 'em.
All right. So, watches. Doing watches.
I got one right here.
I'm
I pop
assuming-
up the bear.
Okay. I'm just asking to
Yeah.
see if you guys are going to do watches.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay,
always.
You
We
guys
have
go
to.
through and
I volunteer as tribute.
She wants to get it over with, that's
Alright.
fine.
Me and
She has a selfish motivation.
Me and Oki.
Ogie?
Okie
Okie Pinokie?
I mean, he better not be moss.
Okay.
Well,
That means he hasn't
Alright,
moved.
so-
in a while.
Yeah, he doesn't
Any
see.
conversations we want to have, or are we before we move on to the next?
I already had my conversation with the king.
I'm doing identify on the next rock.
Mhm.
On the what?
The rock, the recall stone.
Oh, okay.
She has an agenda.
I knew somebody had a bone.
She wants to get the password and all that stuff.
Sure does.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Kind of encryption.
You are now cursed.
You've learned too many passwords. Your mind malfunctions.
Behold, the watch.
Let me know what you get then, in for a
Oh,
roll.
okay. I just thought you were doing every 4 days to succeed eventually, kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we can do it that way. I'll just,
Because I've been doing it, 2 days up the mountain, 1 day in the cave, and tonight, so that's 4 days that I've done it straight. I
okay.
just
It's
I'll-
a
assumed
success.
that I succeeded.
I'll end up I'll send that to you so you have the, how many is that total that you're doing?
3? That would be
Three.
the third one.
Okay. Alright. Let me write that down so
I don't think he'd forget.
I will.
But I was here, so I can tell.
Mm,
Forget, remember, you wrote it down.
that you forgot.
And then be like,
Hey,
do you
honey,
remember
you
where
wrote
put
something
it?
down. You better look at it.
And be like, where's the paper that
What
I
was
wrote
it?
down on? I don't know.
Alright.
Should we say?
So nobody has anything that they want to discuss. We can move on.
Just
Okay.
I thought about calling Ginger, but
I saved
In the
our
middle of the
battery
night,
for important conversation.
our wonderful bygone friend, Raylog.
As into the
oh,
dweeb.
As a
we
dream.
tied him down so that way he wouldn't get up and murder.
He has a dweeb.
Okay.
What are we dweebing about?
Raylog, you fall asleep. It's a little harder falling asleep, but you do eventually fall asleep with just everything going through your mind of like where you're headed, where you're gonna find out, what are you gonna see when you finally arrive back home. But you do eventually sleep does come to you. And oddly enough, you find yourself waking up. But you're back home, or in your room back home. And what seems to have woken you from your sleep is raised voices coming from the first floor as the bedrooms are on the second. What do you want to do? Okay.
This is my home, you said? Original home?
Your home, your room. A nostalgia.
What? Is this nighttime?
This evening.
And it's in the home or outside?
In the home. He was coming from downstairs.
Okay.
Mm.
up and go investigate quietly.
Okay. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I still have. Okay, we'll just leave it with that music. So you're getting up and you're going to go investigate. Are you doing this quietly, or are you just?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a check.
How old am I in this? Like really little?
No. This is a few years back. You're probably. Well, how old are you now? 3. Okay, so you're a teenager. You're probably like 15, 16.
Okay.
Almost.
Just like car. Choose you on that.
Just roll me a check for stealth for moving silently, or if you want to hide in shadows instead. I mean, that's how you want to approach this.
Check. What is the teenage guy going into?
Oh, you have to use your old stats.
My old.
Your original ones, because this was a long time ago, you know?
This is your dream,
Oh.
but it's a memory.
Right.
It is your dream, and as dreams, most of the time you control a lot of what goes on. So I am allowing you to keep your stats for now.
He's allowing you to hear that.
Some people can't control their dreams. I pity them.
This
We
is
won't
his
say
mindset.
who, but
Pass for silently and fail for hiding.
Okay. So you come out from your room and you quietly avoid the boards that you know to be the squeaky kind, and make your way to the railing to look down kind of on the main living space of the home. And you look down and you see your uncle and father having a heated discussion over something, but you're coming into this like part way in the mid discussion.
Okay.
You know your uncle, and you know that him and your father have not always seen eye to eye about things. But you know, it's always just been a disagreement, and that's it. Do you wish to listen in, or just turn around and leave it? And
I'll listen in.
you essentially walk in on your uncle, right up in the face of your father, saying, "You know that it's because of this peace. I mean, we used to be feared in this region. I mean, everyone has become so soft. This peace has made our people soft. Lansath. We used to be feared. There used to be people would cower in fear whenever they would think of the people of the mountains. And now what we have, people being farmers, just living out just ordinary lives. Are you content with that? And your father, being the leader that he was, not to say that he was more reserved or anything, but very composed, and which comes with years of being in a leadership role, but in his normal composed fashion, brother. And he puts a hand on the shoulder and is kind of smacked away by his brother. And he just kind of puts his arm back down. Brother, you know as well as I do that it is because of this peace that our people can grow old and the children can grow up without fear of war being on the doorstep. It is because of this peace that lives are ultimately saved. Unity and freedom for children to grow up not fearing for their lives, able to grow up, to become adults, eventually have children of their own, and grow old, and eventually die someday. If we did not have peace, we would not have that. Who's to say that I would be here, that you would be here, that my children would be here? It is because of this peace that I can offer them a brighter future, or a future at all, and not a future of just fighting an ever-ending struggle. Sure, we might have, as you would say, become soft. But is it necessarily a bad thing that we give up the old ways? Give up losing life more than saving it? And you can see that the expression on your uncle's face of he knows what's being said is true and he doesn't like it. Like he's just wrestling with the fact that his idea is wrong and that he was presented with a true argument and he has no way of combating it. At least it seems. There's like a momentary silence that seems to go on. It would seem for a long time, but it's barely a moment before your uncle speaks up. Well, don't be surprised when your ideas of peace come back and stab you in the back. And he just kind of walks out and closes the door behind him. Are you going to stay where you are, or?
Nope, I'm gonna go back to bed.
As you make your way back to your room, you go to the doorway and go to grab the door knob and start closing the door, and you hear a voice from downstairs. Good night. Shut the door.
Yes.
And you fall back asleep. And the next morning comes, and you all wake up refreshed.
All
With a
our
long
watches,
rest.
we're good.
Yep. I'm just going right past.
I
the
appreciate
watches.
it.
So the next day is yours to continue your travel down the caverns and tunnels. The fourth and final day of travel.
We can get off this rock.
Okay, I step out the caves, and I see
And it's snowing.
a
and
lot
it's
of white.
So
You have a full days of
We
travel.
can't
You're still in the
travel.
tunnel yet.
Okay,
Plaza, I'm coming through the river.
Okay.
If I have.
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
All right. Sybil, are you heading up this travel again, being at the front?
If that's what everyone wants.
Yep, you and Gothra.
We be cool with
Flower
that.
girl.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pick up the end.
All right.
You
So
and
you
the
guys
fire
are
girl.
traveling through again. Nothing really new with which you come across with tunnels winding and then coming into caverns of various different sizes. However, a little past what you would assume to be midday, so not 4, we'll say 6 hours in.
We start around 6:30, 7 o'clock.
We'll say 7.
Okay, so about 1 o'clock.
So, as you're traveling down the tunnel, Sybil, if you want to, as you're doing the heading up here and being the eyes and smell and ears and everything,
Right side.
you want to do an awareness check.
Alright, is it just for seeing or just hearing or
Oh, 1 second.
Either one. I mean, if you just specify to me which one you want to do, or all of them, you can do.
Okay, I would like to do all of them.
Okay.
I got a 68 out of what would be 75 for seeing.
Okay.
Like looking around.
Okay.
Do I need to roll separately for smell and hearing?
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah, because they have
68?
different values.
Okay. 60 flat for smell, I guess, out of 95. And then 42 for hearing out of 95.
Okay. Alright, so you see, and you also can smell something in the tunnels ahead. And you can hear too. It seems like the sound of something scraping up against rock. And at the same time, I don't know what the sound of like rock being crushed, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Let's get dramatic.
The smell that you would sense in the air would be kind of a
Like a cement factory.
not a damp smell.
Earthy.
It'd be earthy, but also like mildewy and moldy kind of smell.
Mm-hmm. Like mossy.
And then there's also like a
Shower day.
scent of like a chemical smell, but not like
Are we in a mine
acid
again?
smell.
Chlorine.
Something that like
A solvent.
would be if you got it on your skin, it would probably burn,
But it's not
Okay.
acid.
but not acid.
I'll tell these things to Doctor and see if that sparks any memory of what might be
It's
up
not
here.
corrosive,
If you remember
it's,
anything
it's citrus.
specific,
What's that? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pass this information on to Doctor and see if she can remember anything
Well,
specific that might be coming up in the cave
It's an acid.
Okay.
that resemble this.
And what you see is
It's just words.
large insects in the tunnel that seem to be like trying to burrow into the side of the tunnel. They
Creepy.
Oh,
have
never
like,
mind. I see them.
they have a because you have 120-foot vision, so
I do.
they have like a smooth back to them that
It's resistant to acid.
they have a smooth back to them that basically goes from all the way like from where the head is all the way back, and have what you can see probably like 3 legs on the side that you can see. And they're decent size. They're bigger than Toravine, but they are not as tall as you or Kara.
So they're small, they're just not little.
For an insect, these are
Okay.
large.
Yes, but for us.
I'll try and like
There.
stop
Yes.
the group and like slow them down. I guess.
What's that?
Like I'll try and like slow the group down. Like hey, stop. I see some what
Like
smells
this
like
or
acid-ish ants and they're burrowing up there.
Everybody walks by because they can't see.
No.
You got your guy.
Yeah, everybody can see. That's convenient.
Well, yeah, I guess we all can.
Yeah.
Because you're half elf.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
So
So-
one eye is and one
Come on,
eye
You
is.
guys,
pirate.
you guys see that
No
in
wonder my prescription
in the
changed.
tunnel,
Yeah, keep moving the patch.
and you hear, or Sybil sees that, and then you guys it's brought to your attention that there is something in the tunnel.
That is of insectoid type.
Insect
Yeah.
origin, like yes.
What a
Look
violent weak
like
acid help.
ants-ish, smooth
Yes.
bug things crawling around.
They don't remind you of the large ants.
What did he say?
They don't remind you of the ants that we fought in the tunnels.
No, they have one big, large, like hard shell-looking exterior.
So it's a beetle.
Like a crustacean.
Kind of, yes.
Does it have like a split down the back, like wings, or wings might be?
It's hard to see because you're seeing this from like 100 feet away.
100 feet
Is
away.
there an entryway from the other side of the tunnel that
No.
they're go from one side into the other side? Like they're making
It
It's
looks
not
like
like
they're
it's
trying to
been
burrow
acid.
into the side of the mountain.
in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that you guys are in.
Wrong with it.
But my point is, did they come from the other side of the tunnel across it like a T?
No, it doesn't look like there's any holes over there. At least Sybil doesn't see any remnants of it.
They're in the tunnel going
Okay.
to the one side.
Is there a couple standing around eating donuts, having hard hats while the others do the
No,
work?
they're all drilling.
Dex check for powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Cinnamon dusted.
You're all like cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Do we have a blessing for cinnamon?
Alright, I'm just gonna put it out there. We've tried the sneaky approach a couple of times.
It
It
doesn't
has
work.
not worked out. So I vote we just charge in the middle and just smash. That's fine.
Park smash.
We have bygone.
Like, just put it out there for consideration. I think that might be a good course of action.
So you just say bum rush them because they're busy.
Yeah. So we can get the first, drop on them instead of them having to drop on us again.
Again.
Okay.
Again.
Did you check the ceiling?
Always look up.
You have the eyeballs.
I am looking around and I see them only. Where do I see them, GM?
Hey, yo, DM. Where?
Hey. Are they on the
Sadly,
ceiling,
we're-
on the walls, or are they just on the floor?
I'm mentally scarred after I did that.
Like, where are they burrowing?
This is recorded.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That disappeared.
You
Strike out
better
from
watch
the-
out.
I
You
used
are
to do
being
that to the
recorded.
ladies at work because they listened to a certain type of music that I didn't listen to. And so out of character, I would say something like that from the homeboys and whatever, and they would just turn and look at me and laugh. They broke the ice, and then it went on.
It sounds different when you hear like the regular schmo.
Coleman's gonna make that his text notification.
Yo yo.
That's because we don't.
yo.
We don't have the right feeling when we do it, so it's a mockery. I understand. It can't be just inclusive. We can
I
have
can
fun
just
with it.
Photoshop a trucker hat lopsidedly on
Oh,
Stan's head for his
great.
ID photo. Just be like,
Put the
Mugshot.
They call him Stan the Man. And he
Stan-
hangs out with Yo Yo Hey GM. You know.
Not Stan a man, the rabbit.
No.
I don't do that. Vivek does. You're right.
Althra, Frontier, with Sybil, and Toravine, behind,
Yeah, I might meditate for a while, I guess.
Kara,
So overrated.
and that, and that.
I might pop up Brutus and have Raylock throw him over us.
What is it with
like a big
throwing
football.
bears?
Because I'm tired of me being thrown. That's He goes to the great realm. I crumple up on the ground.
They're not
Is
so
it?
animals.
It entertains me.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't seen these guys yet, so I can't make it.
No, because you have a big Dothra in front of you.
At the moment, I'm fine with that.
Okay, let me switch this over so that.
You don't have much. Would you like to get a boost? It will give you 4d8 more life points and +1 to all savings.
Sure, I mean, that's up to you.
Well, I mean, you
I
guys
don't know if we need it.
No, I don't need it. You need it. You lose a lot of stuff. And savings throws are
No,
big.
I mean, we don't know what we're doing. If we need it, because of what
Oh, I'm sure we need something. I can't give you more armor.
we don't know what
Well, I don't know what type of damage. That's how it
Pretty
works.
sure it's gonna like spray acid at us. Smells acid.
Which savings throw would help you against it. In a savings throw. I think elephant hides. I don't know if they're piercing. They're not bludgeoning. That we. Of course, I shouldn't have said that. He might just change the outcome. Dangerous speaking out loud.
Okay.
Because I can give you elf hide. It would give you 4 one level. Yeah, 4. The bonus would be 4 on your damage negation versus slash. I don't know what. Natural attacks are usually slash or pierce. I would think mandibles would be the pierce and slashy with their.
Are we okay with thermostat?
Yeah,
Okay.
are
A
you?
little past 70.
Oh, well, you had a jacket on earlier, so I didn't know how it was affecting you. Oh.
All right. What you guys doing?
I bless Raylog.
Okay.
Bless you, my son.
Bless you, my child.
You are now more bound to be the warrior that you are aspired to.
See?
Oh, leveled up.
Magical.
It was magical.
I got the touch.
You've
baby.
been blessed.
All right.
Bling.
So.
It's better be worth it. I lost 2 power points.
Raylog's been blessed.
Let me roll your life points.
Behold.
Hashtag blessed.
Responsible initiative, right?
Yep. If you guys are gonna be just jumping right in, I mean.
Hippity hoppity, bippity boppity. Okay.
You get 35 life points temporarily, and +1 to all savings throws. And I am now 2 power points lower.
Looks like some of these guys kind of got
That lasts for 9
dumped
minutes.
in.
I think that's sufficient.
9 minutes or 90 minutes?
9.
9.
9.
9 foot.
They're not German points.
Fine hood.
Schweinhut.
Hassenbeffer.
You pigs.
All right. Initiative.
Make sure you have the subtitles.
For those who don't know,
Yeah, you want to
Rachel,
clarify?
you have it? Why did I do 2 for initiative?
Oh, you rolled a 2?
No, I mean 2.
Oh, you had advantage if you played the other game. You picked the best.
All right, 0
To
to 5.
compensate for my human side.
Tied myself.
One.
Again.
Twins.
I got a 3.
Who
So
got a rock?
the Vigons both got 2s.
Wow. Woo-hoo, look at everyone
So
go.
we got Torvine,
As twins tend to.
and then so who won the roll?
Then Raylog, of course, because he's in the back. And then Dothra.
You're fighting yourself.
And then who got 3? Sybil.
So,
What'd you get?
I thought we were doing 0 to 5.
Yeah, but everybody's taken except for you. So
Give it out there. Oh, okay.
The number of completion.
Oh, good.
all right. Switch over here. Whoop. And
Back to I just noticed that. It sounds like one of those contemporary churches. I go to Pure Life. Will you come to Pure Life with me? What is that? What's a church? Well, why isn't it called that? Will you go to Pure Life with me?
We're non-denominational.
all right. So Torvine, you're up.
I
Or we haven't
will.
decided.
I'll reach over and touch Raylog again.
Okay.
Because I plan on him being out there. Not in that way.
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna touch your shin.
I'm going to go to the toe.
Wow, why did it get bigger?
The further away
My
from
big
him,
toe just
from what
got
he's
a lot
laughing
bigger.
about, the better I'll be. So I will give you elephant hide. There you go. That's all.
That explains everything.
I'm not gonna say
It's
anymore.
empty.
Well, what does it do?
You get 4 to your damage negation versus slash of what you already did.
Only pay half attention to the.
When I do that, I will step at an angle behind.
Does it give more DR at all?
So you're going back here.
Yeah. So whenever you do get hit, I'm not helping your improvement.
Farther
If I'm about to
back?
get hit, it helps your damage reduction. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I just want to be next to him.
Okay.
Don't move me up 1.
Close to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure he had a straight line to run behind his sister. Because I just armored him up,
Dodgeball again.
so he's as good as I can help him. So, and I'm done.
Raylo.
You can say, "Excuse me, sister. This is my job." You can just pass her.
Step aside.
Yeah.
Is there room
sister.
for him to get by?
She can let you through. I mean, that's your
Okay.
a square. It's not contested.
Sure, she'll let him through. And who
9
go as
squares?
far as he can? He can go
9. Right?
55? 11?
11. Yeah, 9, 10, 11. She trips you.
Psych. That's 11.
There you go. It's a long way, so I mean.
Okay, he'll dash the rest away and then
Just there, or you want to go?
do as far as he can go. Unless that's past the ant.
That would be 11.
Okay, then we'll do that.
We'll surround it.
So that way people have room.
Mm-hmm. So sister can dash too. Yeah. Should find out we should be friends with Bucks.
Yep.
They're supposed to help us take the village over.
You can ride him.
They were gonna make tunnels.
I mean, they might be okay for Torvine.
I
I think
can
the
ride.
rest of us would.
Well, you can put one on each foot.
All of a
Right, that's what I
sudden,
was
you
thinking.
hear
Yeah,
the
like
sound.
like
of,
rollerblades.
all of a sudden, you hear the
Like
sound
when
of crushed
Jack
bugs.
Sparrow lassos some seeds.
Oliver is up next.
Okay. She will do the same thing And can she get on the other side of Raylog since she's a little to the side?
He'll be polite.
Oh no,
I'm sure he'll be polite if she can. Yeah. But she can't stop midway.
2, 3, 4, 5,
share that
6,
same
7,
square.
8.
That's how you
10,
know when
11.
you're
Oh, she can get past it.
Can she dash and
Yeah.
Raylog will let her over
1,
to
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're squared away.
Alright. There we go.
You guys haven't been practicing your handstands on each other and stuff?
Raylog just squatted down and she jumped over.
Like a circus act.
As a cheerleading.
And then she is going to.
When I think of a flyer,
attempt
I don't usually think
Oh.
of dollar. Okay.
But that's why it's so good.
You'll never see it coming.
No.
Flying giant redheaded bygone female
Flower
warrior.
lover.
Power.
Nope.
Ah, she got a natural 1 to give her dex on her dex.
Well, she's squared away. This girl's prime. We get to re-roll that. He rebooted. It doesn't count. Are you already on your notables on Dex?
I am.
Oh, well.
I was telling that to the other party.
All right,
Physical stats get
Sybil.
filled up really quick.
Are you
Notables.
sending pictures?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get the
We
written
haven't gotten-
permission down
We haven't gotten an attack on that
Constitution.
yet, right?
No, they haven't been attacked yet.
there? Yeah, you gotta put yourself in.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go, I don't know,
She
maybe
needs 1.
20-ish feet, like 30 feet.
In that way.
Probably in a straight line.
Time
More
for
or
a
less.
change.
Oh.
That's 30 feet.
You have your own clown act going on over there?
Okay.
Staggers in my lap and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
It's well over. Yeah.
I'll bless
What's falling goes to look more
My
horizontal.
majesty.
I think Raylog was already blessed.
No,
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it with this
Yeah.
sword.
I boosted you.
Oh, boosted.
Boost.
Okay.
Boost.
Because you said
What
bless.
range
but then you
does
gave me,
your
Well, I
bless
said the word
have
bless.
there?
Just
Yeah.
talk. Yeah, talk.
As long as I can see them.
Okay. All right. So what do they get?
They got a +2 to hit and damage for
Okay.
next time.
So is that from a
Vigon-
sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Vigons have +2 to hit and damage for
You
the
gotta
next
do that.
10 minutes.
And I'll hold my
Because we're in
action
the radius
to
or because
attack
No,
if
she
they
touched-
feel
she-
some-
you don't have to be in the
She, it's below square.
Sword.
No, she just applies
Sword.
it. The signs. I got the sign would be the word. Signed it.
It's to certain ones that she can see. Just give it a second. Okay.
She can see a lot.
Anything else, Kim?
Where'd Marie go?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action until a bug comes near me. I'll smack
Marie
it
overboard.
Okay.
with a sword.
All right.
Throw
Anything
out the
else?
lifeline.
5. No wonder it sounds like hail.
I thought you were simulating the widow and the mite.
Anything else, Kim?
No, that's action, bonus action.
Okay. Cora.
Yes.
Recovering. I haven't even played yet. but
We've been
it's tired out.
climbing for a long time. The altitude and throwing bears.
All right. I won't
Okay.
say that.
Alrighty. Throwing bears everywhere. Okay. Yeah.
Bear bear.
Terrible.
A bear of fun.
Alright. My turn.
Yep.
I would like to move from here to, let me see.
2 squares. Right
I think I can make it up to a single path right in my catty corner.
Or are you going bow on us?
I'm gonna go bow. I always go bow.
That's 7.
Yes, that's it. And Okie Dokie Boy is going to come up. I think he. Let me refresh my memory. Sorry.
He's a 7 because he lost 1 because of
he's
armor.
got-
I think it was
I
8,
can't
no, he's
remember
7.
if that was- Yes. He's moving 7 squares.
Right up behind.
So he's either going to end up right behind me or right beside me.
That's 7.
That would be. Okay, and I don't think there's anything I can do from here.
Did he pull his bow up?
No opposable stuff.
No
You
opposable
see?
stuff.
No. I don't think I have anything that I can do ahead of time. I'd like to put on, though, my gloves of agility are on,
Yes, I
Push
assume
the
they're
button.
pretty much all on.
and my cloak of elven kind is
Yes,
on.
yes.
Good.
So,
I'm assuming that you're wearing them. all the
yes,
time,
I know.
Unless you specify
I just
that
like
you're
to
taking
bring
off.
them up because I feel like especially when they're 4 weeks
Okay.
Up to speed. Good.
All right. You want to attack at all?
Raylog and Doctor, did you guys already attack or no?
No, they just got up
They
there.
just got there, but no, there
We
was no
used our
hostile action.
attack action to bruise them.
Okay, alright. I will take out my bow, and I think I can reach the end closest to me, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Then I will distract these guys at the end, so that way they cannot join me.
They can run with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's the
Thank
highest
you so
DR.
much! No, okay. Alright.
14.
The bow is out.
Pretty sure Doctor has the Beside you.
Well, yeah, but up there.
Ooh, goody. I don't have any weapons.
They are medium. You don't have any minuses.
Straight up roll.
Alright. That's an 18.
That hits.
Better. And a 16.
Wow.
Okay.
Just hits.
You are primed to swing.
Okay. Then I get 2-3, right?
2 shots.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I dual wielded the entire last session, so I'm like, wait a minute.
I think your arrows
What do you mean I can't keep going forward? Okay, so yes.
done there
I hit
somewhere.
both times.
I decided to pull my punches.
Okay, 1d6.
Yeah, they are non-lethal.
That's 10 points of damage. DiMaggio.
DiMaggio. Sounds like a baseball player.
You let loose. Is that both the shots?
Well, I don't roll twice.
If you shoot twice, you
Yes,
roll
you
twice.
shoot twice.
roll
I
per
couldn't
hit.
remember.
It's been a while. Yep. In your defense, you're correct. It has been a while.
10.
Another time?
Yes.
That's what we're talking.
Okay, so you let loose 2 arrows down towards this one. They do stick, but it hits the hard shell, and like the arrow doesn't like you're not like you're
It's
used
not going
to,
in.
so it's not going as deep. So you're not doing as much damage,
But
but
you
you
did
still
You
did
mean
it.
I didn't aim for the spot every archer would aim at?
You would
Like,
have
nook?
to do a cold
You
shot,
have to do a call shot.
which is a -4 to your.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I didn't
You're aiming for center mass,
So-
and you're just
Yeah.
looking for a hit. And you're just
Yeah.
shooting.
Had I known those existed.
You might have missed.
Yeah,
This is true.
but we'll never know.
Well, you'll find out next turn, possibly. But first, you have to analyze your target sort of to know which one.
All right. Then
And
it's their
Oak's
turn.
doing
Oh, he's giving you a shoulder massage while you're shooting arrows.
yes. Would be nice.
A little tenderized.
It's
Maybe a
going,
little
to, it's
active
going to
one.
dash because you got shot.
I just got here and I've been shot.
This one did not get shot, and all it heard was the.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of thumping in there.
So these ones are just.
What do you
Turning
mean they're not
around.
making their little bug noise?
It didn't take them long to be distracted. I don't think they were really concentrating.
All right. All right, Raylog. Against you.
Only one of them.
20 to hit, and the other one is.
Fine.
Okay. Please don't faint when I give you damage.
Okay, anything involving like
Down.
down feels good right.
We're at the wrong level cave. We're gonna go another direction.
It's
9
actually
points
pretty
of piercing.
clockwise.
When you get you
And 2 points. 2 points of fire damage.
really?
The mandibles just clamping onto your leg.
Him. That's
Squeezing.
Okay.
So
Cool.
They're
9
fire beetles.
and 2.
Yeah.
Or is
Yes.
it something else?
Nope, 9 piercing and 2 fire.
They sounded like the Beatles that when you were talking.
From the the chemical substance that is on their mandibles.
A caustic oil.
That is very burning. It's a burning sensation like a fire. Second round. Here we go.
I will just let you guys have fun up there.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
And 17.
Yeah.
So it's all piercing. Is that what he said?
Yeah, which makes sense.
10 points
Well,
of piercing
this-
or no. It'd be double because it's not. 20 points piercing. And 5 fire. And here comes the regular hit. $15 points of piercing. $8 points of fire. Okay, and 2 against Dothra. 2 18s to hit, which I think
They
might
miss.
miss. Yep. Okay. And then last one for Dothra. $19.
Nope.
Okay. So those are done. Nothing against Kim because it had dash. Corvine, you're up. With Raylog on deck.
I would like to casually walk forward next to the bear. Right about there.
6.
I don't have a good view range of any. There's someone in between the beetle and me. Happens to be civil, right?
Yes.
So I don't have a shot at it. I will put bless up in the air.
Okay.
Which gives everyone a +10. Wait, my nose got long. Hold on.
You're running forward, you look down on your feet and get stuck in the ground. because of the-
help me slide around.
Okay, bless
Bless
gives
gets
everyone
everyone
a +2 to
to
their attack. So,
I'm all for.
so you get a
You get a
plus
plus
two
two
to help to hit.
hit.
And we get
If
that
those
for how long?
logs right up to me, I get my attack.
Yeah.
for my home action.
How long do we get this?
That's up to me.
As long as
As long as
I'm
I'm
next
next
to
to
you,
you,
you get
it.
Okay. So what you're telling
It's
me
for
is
this
keep
fast.
doing the bow attack and don't
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't.
don't run away.
Technically, well, yeah, you
can
can just nice there or step past it.
it.
You can get
You
one
can get
swing
one
if you
swing.
want.
Here.
You walk.
Well, then are those bugs near me?
What's that?
Did the bugs get close to me?
Yes, you have one that showed up right in front of you.
Okay, now I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, yeah, my turn's over.
Okay.
Great.
Raylo?
I held my action and I was like,
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You get a +2 because of my bless in the air.
I do not get it because it would have
Yeah, it would
happened
have been
before
before.
your turn.
It would have been before your turn. It
Uh,
would have
so I
been
got a-
Beatles'
Oh,
turn.
you did
So
something.
Max.
I'm the top of the
4
order.
is a
Gotcha.
15.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 to hit.
That
and a
misses.
natural 20.
Just misses.
Okay, so I'm missing a natural 20 for 24.
Okay.
Hit.
Right.
Yep.
Give him his medicine back.
Alright, so. Oh, good. 15 plus 10, 23 points of piercing.
That's on one hit.
That was a 20.
Yes, that was one hit.
Okay.
Uno
And you said I missed the other one.
Yep. I just wanted to clarify. Okay.
Speaking of clarity. Now updated. this way.
Okay. Raylog with Dothra on deck.
Sprayleg had a really low swing. He had one that, with the pluses, equated to a 15 because it was
Sort of
minus
like one?
their median, right?
Yes.
And then after that, he got a natural.
Wow, 20s around the house.
20s are rolling
Pretty
today.
I don't even want to attack anybody. I don't want to break what you guys are doing. You guys are doing a good job.
We're trying to slush creepy crawlers.
So
They're creepy.
48
48 points of
Death.
bludgeoning.
bludgeoning.
Which one are we doing?
Oh,
The
yeah.
one straight from.
Slush.
Yeah, this is over.
Slush.
This one?
Yeah.
Slush.
He has to do a
Whack-a-mole.
con
I'll
save.
get you
He's
for
gone.
bless.
He's bloody.
Oh, there'd be +2 damage to that, so it'd be 50.
Ow.
Those are the words we want to destroy.
Ow! Alright, Dothra with Sybil on deck.
Okay. Dead.
Isn't Kara on deck?
Please.
Sybil just went.
She had a held action.
Oh, when it came. Excuse me, when it came.
Came to fruition.
I see. I didn't know what the order was.
Yes.
It was just something. Okay.
The order is this order.
So she missed one, it was duo, and then she hit a 5.
Hits.
What an numbers.
Their DR is a 16. What's their range touch DR?
Probably. Something like that. Just because of the hard shell.
She did.
Oh, so that you're it's just a hit then, not the piercer.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, just for natural resistances and stuff.
She
like
did.
that.
She did 25 points of damage.
25 slashing?
Yes.
Which one?
So
The ant one or the
the
Scared one.
and
25?
Mountain Sierra.
and she's
Mountain Sierra. or Gargantuan.
Yeah, it's not. I didn't.
they're pretty cool.
Sybil with Kara on deck.
Ahoy.
Okay. How much was the cluster for mine? Was that 2?
2.
Yeah, swat.
Sweet. Oh. Okay. That's definitely a miss with the, what, 13?
13
And this one, yeah, a 13.
misses.
Okay, and the other one, shoot, okay, it's just less than. Yeah, 6, 7. 11 plus. 19 points of piercing damage.
What did you roll to hit? I didn't hear what you hit.
11 plus 6 and 7.
Yes, I did. So what was the damage? I'm sorry.
19.
19 pierce. At least their DRs.
Anything else, Sybil?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move diagonally and then rotate behind it in a little shimmy.
Staying within the combat zone.
Okay. Now you're behind it. Okay. Kara. And we have the beetles and then the top of the order.
You must stop me. Alright, let me see.
When he's out of melee range, you can shoot the close guy. Or just shoot far away over to
Yeah,
Waylog.
I could get him and then I could have Oak go.
There you go. Or
Does Oak get the +2 or no?
be plus
It's a
3.
radial.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he gets plus 2, but if Oak gets on the outside, it's flanking. That's plus
Oh yeah. I don't get flanking right now, but
3.
alright. Flank or no?
You're shooting at the close one, right?
Huh?
Shooting at the close one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. I thought you said clothesline. I could do that too with my
If you're
bow.
that good, you don't have to roll.
That would be fun.
If you're getting closer.
Okay. 15, it's a 21!
Yeah.
It's
Better hit it this time.
Well, that's up to the
Description
dice. That's up to the dice.
Okay. 13.
It glanced off the shell and hit the wall.
DR is either
That's
14,
with the +2.
15, or 16. Oh, I forgot.
you guys already know what the DR is.
Yeah.
So we add
Well,
the
some
2
of
to
us
the
do.
21, that's actually a 23, and then the other one is a 15. I bet.
16.
Yeah.
I know. But 23 is
Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Alright, then I will roll the
Numbers.
DiMaggio.
Crazy.
For one of them, it is 12.
You
And
You only
that's
get
all I
one.
got.
only get-
I'm used to rolling and rolling and
What was
rolling.
the
You one roll for damage. Oh. That's more than 10. You did 10 last.
Only some generations.
okay?
And then Oak.
Yep.
Oak is moving up to Le Bug.
You flank him.
So he can give him the swipey swipe.
So you get +5.
Okay?
And
Nice.
snap.
Handball.
The nibble on the big beetle.
Nope. Okay, let me see. What am I doing? Mr. 20 and 20. Alright.
Could you imagine the bear would beat him?
Alright. That's a 9.
Did you add 5?
I thought I add 3 to it. Not.
Well, you have the +2 for bless, and then the +3
For flanking.
Oh, I thought you meant 3 total. So, hold the phone. Let's do this. Okay. That is a 12.
Okay, you're rolling consistent.
12.
You
This
need
is-
a 16.
That changes every turn.
It's 11.
That's a miss.
It's a calico DR.
It's an 11 plus 5. Okay.
That's a 15.
Oh wow, just so close.
That's a miss.
I think the Beatles are bored. They're changing
That
their
was my
harmonics on their
third roll.
shields.
I said it one more right.
Nope. Paul.
That's all she wrote.
All right.
So he comes up to the buggy and just goes.
But your presence
That's all
is
he
known.
Presence is known, yes.
Then he just.
All right, Rayla.
I guess the Beetle would laugh anyway a Beetle laughs.
Well, he's providing a distraction.
Or you're polishing his
15 to
shell.
hit and 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Wow, you missed.
4 points of piercing
Yeah.
and 2 fire.
He's resilient.
Okay, next set. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
And a 5.
The highs and the lows.
7 points of piercing. 8 points of fire.
What's going on with that?
13 to hit.
Yeah.
The other one was it 8 to hit?
Nope.
10 points of piercing. 8 fire. Alright.
When did Theoden step on the scene and say, "Not all you can conjure"?
I mean, those are
Somebody
the,
17
shut
and
them out.
15
Those are
to
words
hit,
you
which
should
I think
never
miss.
never say those words to the bad guy.
I know.
Oh, hold on. What?
I'll wait.
He is below 200.
Good thing you had those temporary life.
Yeah.
You saying Dothra now?
Yep. 17 and 15 to hit.
No, they missed.
Okay. Set. 14s. Okay. And then okie dokie boy.
Yes.
11 and 9 to hit.
His DR is 19.
Alright.
So
Torvine with Raylog on deck.
hit the chat.
I will walk in between the bear and its master.
Go for it.
So at an angle. Yeah, walk twice and then go at an angle between.
2,
Behind
3,
you.
4.
Right there. One more to the corner. Yep. And I will. Does he
Torvine
look
is
like?
flanking with the wall?
Well, yeah, I'm in one with the natural aspects of the world. Where's the is he bloody looking? Oh.
There's Kool-Aid on top of it.
Yeah, there's cracks in his in
Yeah,
the
red
beetle
In his magic
shell,
Just
and
busting
there's,
out the wall.
life oozes coming out of life.
I will use
stuff
my
coming out of
Red
blood.
Bull
I guess insect blood innards coming out.
oh. Maybe I don't want to.
That was green.
I'm gonna use my
I'm
more
gonna
than
use
it's like
life
green.
oozes
Sure.
in the future. That's definitely gonna be a thing.
Life oozes oozing
You're
out of
gonna
the
be
shell.
like, how are you doing? Several will be like, my life is oozing.
What?
Is he medium?
Yeah, it's me.
The
You can
Teenage
just
Mutant
put
Ninja Turtle
blue
comes.
sticky. I'll just bring blue sticky tack from work. And you can just
Oh,
put some
that's a
blue,
21, and that
squish it
is
on
a.
there.
And
Two.
I don't know. I think 21 might not.
I've been denied.
I've been denied, and now I will not be denied. I will
There's
not
a
be denied.
minimum height requirement for this ride.
Yes.
I'm taking his legs.
Go
up.
back home, kid.
Yeah. 12 points of bludgeoning.
Blend in with the wall.
That's one hit.
He's the original wallflower.
11 points of bludgeoning. You still up?
Yep.
Okay, one more swing.
Looking pretty hurt.
Looking at him dead in his
I
buggy
done did
eyes.
miss. I rolled an 8.
Done, didn't it? Okay. Raylog with Opera on deck.
I've used my bonus action,
Oh.
and I will also do my battle surge for more DR.
Okay.
He looks pretty evil to me.
Everything looks evil to you.
I'm a cleric.
Raylog hit a 15, which doesn't hit.
He has a short man problem.
Oh, right, a natural 19.
Everything looks evil to me.
It is.
So he has one hit.
Me too.
So 23 damage.
Woohoo! Going to
Oh,
town.
bludgeoning.
Bludgeon. Yeah, there's nothing taken off from that. Good job.
Okay.
Ready to hear that
Mm-hmm.
sound.
Yeah, there are definitely some
The
cracked
cockroach.
spots on the shell.
The cockroach.
Dofra. Unless Raylog has something else.
He would be tumbling.
Okay. Dofra with Sybil on deck.
There's a Baptist bug right there.
No, no.
If I hit him with that third hit, he would
So he hit, or she hit an 8.
Okay.
She did 26.
6 slashing.
Oh,
Attempt to tumble and is not. Missed it by.
She just looks like she's doing some funky dance over there.
You little dance. Okay. Sybil with Gar on deck.
Alright, I've got 2 12s, which plus bonuses is 19s.
Okay.
So 14 damage. And then 15 damage for my 2 hits.
How do you want to do that?
Looking really, really hurt.
Oh,
But
really,
not
really hurt?
Flatten up.
Really, really hurt.
At the end of your
Like
turn,
he's
you
starting to
sit on
Yeah,
it.
the veal's starting to
Alright.
like, sway back and forth and is having trouble like
Alright.
sitting, standing.
I'll accept that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the bug. I'm gonna move my 40 feet because it's dark in here and flank with Raylog.
Which is 8 squares.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Attack of opportunity. That's a 12 to hit, which I think misses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got all my good rolls out at the beginning.
You did.
Now I can't hit anything.
No, that's
Alright.
yeah.
That's
In with a bang, out with a
Okay. Anything else, Sybil?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Kara.
Okay.
Well, your bear is
Kara,
kind of,
me, and then back to the top.
yeah,
of the
your bear's kind of in the way.
Define in the way.
in the way of your shot. But not in the way of the beetles on the far end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I know.
You could shoot
Okay.
over a Torvine, I suppose.
Or
I will move. Well, I don't want to move any closer. Crunch bug. Yeah, I'll just shoot down at this guy right here. I've got a good vantage point for him. Do-do-do. I get a 6 plus a 2, right? I still have the
there's
plus
a.
two.
You just get a 2.
Okay, alright.
Plus 2.
14!
Yes.
No, I don't think that hit. Not with that look.
Probably lower.
Let me see.
You're gonna need.
It runs in the family, apparently.
10?
No, it's a miss.
Look out, Raylog. Arrows are going your way.
Don't fail me now. Oak. Alright.
Alright.
At least I don't have to roll.
Friendly
Damage! Oak!
There's
You
no
know what? I'm
flanking
gonna
on this.
switch my d20.
Plus 2.
Okay. It's
Yep,
just a
just a
plus.
plus two.
Okay. 14!
Miss. Miss.
17!
That's a hit.
Oh,
17!
Two hits.
the slash in the
Would it
way
only be a
A
plus
smack and a
1
bite.
because of size difference?
It's a paw and a bite, which means
is a
I get an
minus 1.
extra 1, right?
But he's medium.
Or do
No,
they all
no,
have?
you have to get both
Yeah, he's-
paws to get them all.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
He has a medium.
stupid Pokemon rules. Okay, alright.
Woo! Straight to anger. Wow.
I am passionate in my
If you want to get angry at somebody, don't get angry at me. I did not
What you
make
get
the
for
rules.
Mary? Okay. This is German
They're
rules.
guidelines. He could
All right.
change anything he wants.
Guidelines.
Oh,
and
he
actual
has.
rules.
Never-
Damage!
I don't think you'll want the anime.
Okay, damage! Damage.
All in a
Alright,
bite.
here you go. One of these. 10 points. And...
That's fine.
I'm having
9
beetle
points.
tonight.
9 points.
Yep.
Yeah, the beetle.
You pretty much, even though you didn't get them all, you mauled them.
I just wanted to
The beetle's
get rid of
down.
at least one. You do remember that I wasn't going for that one, right?
With the bear?
No, remember
Archer.
we said that he
No.
was in the way, so I was going for the one by Raylog.
Yeah, the arrows, yeah.
With the arrows, yeah, but you were rolling for the bear. You
Oh
got
yeah.
a paw and a
Sorry.
bite.
Mhm.
I usually direct both me and my bear.
Well, the other extension of you took care of the
You expanded your horizons and went with 2 different targets this time.
Yeah.
You're growing.
All I gotta say is
What are you gonna
when
say?
you go through and you edit the video and you move around the camera angles, you better put me in the appropriate spot on the screen so that when I am doing stuff like this, I'm pointing in the right direction.
You are pointing in the right direction.
No,
You're pointing up at
right
me.
now it looks like I'm talking to the still life of Raylock
Oh,
and berating Raylock, when instead I should be going,
But it's
You
on the
know!
right!
you know,
but maybe you should be berating him. I don't know.
you know what I think.
Get your act together, Raylord. All right,
What are you
beetles, here we
doing?
go.
No.
The Fab Five.
For those of you
11
who
and
don't
an 8
know,
against Raylog. Hey, oh no, that's a 14. And a 7.
The 14 hits on right now.
barely, right?
12 points of piercing. 7 points of fire.
For the mountain bygone needed more piercings.
20 and 14.
Need more renovation.
On Raylog?
Raylog, yep.
Yeah, why don't we ever find earrings on loot? We always get rings and
They
necklaces.
hit.
It wasn't a natural.
No piercing part.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
4 points of piercing.
They must not have enough
2
left.
fire.
They could have had a belly button
And the
here.
second hit.
You could put a lock in
9 points piercing,
if you're an innie.
and 3 points of fire.
Oh,
All right, Dothra. 19 and 8. Whatever you're-
They missed.
Okay. That's 2 13s. Okay.
No,
All
that's
right,
not lucky.
Torvine with Raylog on deck.
I probably have to dash to get into. The one that she shot arrows at. Does that look like it's even been touched? Yeah, that guy.
that guy.
Do I see any splatterage or red or anything on him?
Any cracking of the
Oh,
The
exoskeleton?
Kraken. I hear the Kraken.
Completely fresh. She missed
Fresh.
both her shots and hit Raylog.
Okay,
in the
I would
knee.
like to
Both
advance
shots hit Raylog
to
in the
be
leg.
within 30 feet of the beast.
What's that?
Within 30 feet of the beast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah! 1, 2,
I didn't
3,
mean to
4,
cause
5,
turmoil.
6.
Okay.
Man,
It's okay.
I will
He takes
use
everything very,
ice ball.
very hard.
okay.
He takes everything very hard.
There's sticky bombs. When they hit, then they explode.
Not
They're
to be
a radius
confused
of
with sticky buns.
a flurry of
It's like
snowflakes.
just a flare. And I
You sure they're not sticky buns?
no, that's if I miss. Then I wrong.
We're vulnerable to frost damage.
I thought you were gonna say frost. We're vulnerable to frost.
He gives us a hug. Oh no.
We have insectoid diabetes.
All right, that hits.
Don't do it.
11 hits a 17.
Could you imagine
That hits.
melting from being
And
hugged
an
by a
8
snowman?
hits. Range touch.
Asshole off.
8 hits an 11,
No, the cold
That would
thing
hit
makes you
too.
melt.
and a 16 obviously hits. There. So 16
Unless
hits.
it's dry ice.
So it's
You
3
know
hits.
that burns you.
Yes.
I'll
Won't
do
melt
the
when
3
she's power.
bludgeoning part first.
Okay.
Why don't I have 6 sides out?
I don't know. Why don't you?
I like the participation that everyone
Wrong
just shows.
suitcase. We're fine.
That's about
Oh, I
right.
packed that.
Well,
in
I was
my
gonna get 3
check
sides
bag.
out, and then I forgot to get the 6s right next.
I put it in my check bag, didn't I? Yeah. That's the one they lost.
All
When
right,
they
the 2
tossed
6s.
it there.
So it's 6 points. Each are individuals though. 3 and 3. They're both bludgeoning. And then the 2d4 cold. Oh, I'm sorry, all 3 hits. There's 3 of them. 1. Okay. This is cold damage, which is 2 points. Which is 5 points. But then the last one is 5 more. Cold damage. Weren't big rolls, but you know, got his attention.
Okay. Raylog.
He's going to continue to take the 1. Nope. Nope. Nope, none of them will have it.
Okay.
He will become.
Dothra with Sybil on deck.
He hit a 17, and then he hit a 15. 1 and 1.
Now, do I see flashes of red on them of some sort? Pinstriping, or
Nothing.
they're just dark?
I mean, there's a little bit of like a red, like almost like a maroon color to the outer shell.
Is there any glow on them or anything?
Only like around the mouth area.
She did 28, and she is tumbling.
So tempting. So tempting.
I'm sorry. What was the damage for?
28, and she is tumbling.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Sybil, with Kara on deck.
Okay, am I still flanking?
Yes.
Alright, am I within Torvine's range for his blast
What's
or
your
no?
range
For bless?
for bless?
That is true. I wish I got closer. I think it's only 30.
Okay.
I mean, it's 30 feet radius.
Mhm.
30-foot radius.
Yeah. Oh.
This is a 20-foot.
Yes, 30.
So yeah, you're in it, Kim.
Ah, sweet. Alright, so I got an 8 and a 9, so plus 9 to get the bless to be 18 and 7 to hit.
2 hits.
Alright, 13, 14 damage for the one, and 18 for the other. And I think that's it.
Okay, Kara.
Okay. How many boxes are between Oak and Sybil? Can't really tell
1,
from
2,
the
3,
wire.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. He will go forward 7.
He'll throw his claws at him.
Okay. And I will come up. I believe I have. I think I have 8.
Like a grappling hook.
Where did it go? I know where this.
It'll be like terrible.
What are you looking for?
There it is. I was like, I know it's in there. It's okay. I can go 8 squares. So I'm gonna go up towards here, and then I'm gonna end up beside Oak.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I think I'm still within
1,
range to
2,
do my bow
3,
that
4,
way.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Excuse me, Torvine.
I have no problems with this.
I need to get a shot in here. Okay.
Could have just shot over him.
What she wants to
I
curse
know, but I like to be close
There
to
you go.
Oak.
Aww.
Pull him
that's
back
so
if he
nice.
gets carried away.
It's a bonding.
Animal control. Okay. Alright.
Pest control.
It's an
Animal
animal control, not
That's
pest
what-
control.
that's what it sounds like.
Handling.
Okay.
I don't know if Oak likes being handled that way.
Well, I could touch him.
Okay. I do not have flanking at all.
No.
Just the bless.
Yep.
Alright. So I have a 23.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
am still going for the guy that I was shooting at.
Oh,
Okay.
you want to continue that saga.
23, so that hits.
Mhm.
Next one, 25.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting all kinds of this nice
Okay.
stuff.
Damage for that. Okay. 9 points and 13 points. And then my Okie friend cannot move any farther. He's just gonna have to.
Which one are you doing? This one?
Yeah,
The one
yeah,
that I was
yeah.
doing before. Yes. I like to commit.
Are you committed?
I like to finish what I started.
Okay.
We have special places to put people that are committed.
Yeah, Oak moved. All he can do. Torvine, we're coming to you here soon. Raylog, I have a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Ten points of piercing and 5 points of fire. Second round, I have a 13 to hit.
That hits.
11 points of piercing. last set. That's an 8 and a 7 to hit. Alright, Dofra. 17 and a 16. Natural 20 and an 11. 20 points of piercing, that is doubled already.
Oh, okay. I was like, double that.
So it was 10 and you made it 20.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not
Got it.
going 40.
And then 10 points of fire, because that is also. So.
Okay.
20, so 30 points total. 20
Okay.
and then we're coming to Torba with Raylog on deck.
Well, there's not much room there, and it looks like a bear is going to run. Is there any room on the right side of Sybil?
Yeah, it's here.
No, the right side of Sybil. Yeah,
Between the wall.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, well, hold on here. That's all I can do. Can't really go that much further.
Every step counts.
Okay. If I walk through Kara's square and say, "Excuse me, madame, may I go through?"
Yes.
Okay. All right. That cuts down on my walk around. So walk through her square.
2.
Okay. And then I didn't go at an angle yet as a one step. So I'll go at a one step in front of the bear.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. From there, I would like to jump my 15 feet over next to the critter.
Okay.
And I touch him, right?
You can touch this one.
Correct. Well,
Yep. This one, because it's a diagonal.
yep.
Yep.
That's what I'll do.
You would have flanking with Raylog.
I appreciate that. And my own +2. Everyone gets my +2 within 30.
Yeah, everybody's in that radius now.
Okay. Okay, so I get +5. Whatever I roll, I had 5 to it. And I'm gonna need it on that one. We got a Warhammer, that's a 13, that's a miss. 11 and 5 is a 16, which is a 22, that's a hit. I get one more swing, which is a 3, which is not good. That's an 8, that's 14. I only hit once. Okay. Which is 1d4. 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right, Raylog with Dothra on deck.
Can I look at these guys and like make a determination with my creature lore? Or do you want them?
Yeah, you didn't use a bonus action, so
Okay.
yeah, I'll.
No, I did. I jumped.
Okay, so
Oh, wait,
I
next
will,
turn.
I will say next turn if
Okay.
you want to do that as a bonus action /
That's good.
free action put together, then
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Very well.
So Raylog had 2 hits.
Okay.
So 26 is the first one. 26 bludgeoning.
Gone.
Okay. He will attack the one to the. So he'd be flanking with Sybil?
Yep, you're still flanking here with Torvine and Sybil.
Okay. Well then the one hit that
Because you have +5.
right.
Six,
so then
seven,
the one
actually.
hit that was like a 14 would then become a 17.
Okay.
And it would hit. So 23 bludgeoning on that.
Ooh, that's
me 1 bludgeoning on the next one. And then he will be tumbling.
Really looking hurt. Okay, and then Dothra.
She has a lot of bonuses.
Yeah, so she hit 19. And that's fire.
Yeah, I had really bad rolls in my attack. Roll 2 and a 3, and I was like, really?
Well, the pluses are really helping.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, I would not have
You'd
hit
still be
as many.
Control that. Today's your day. Everybody has their day.
Yeah.
Their session where it's like, it's not my time.
So 24 damage with the first one.
That's why it's good.
That's
It's a
slashing.
group effort. All you need is one bad day and you're toast.
And then 19 on
Oh, another one bites.
the damage. Tumble, and she is tumbling.
Oh, you're right.
Sybil.
Oh, you're gonna be lucky.
Is that one still in front of me then?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yep.
When we
The
get out of
two,
the tunnel.
The
Oh,
one that
you
was
missed that guy.
yeah, the one that was to your left
That's
and
not
straight in front of you are still there.
Alright, well that's a miss with the 13, but I got a hit with a 19.
You are flanking, so
Yeah, that's with the flanking. I rolled a
Okay.
4.
Oh, that's pretty low then. That's what I did.
I rolled really bad. Too. For 12 points of damage.
okay.
That's it.
Well, I'm glad you waited till then to do that.
Okay. Kara.
Yeah.
And then
Very quiet.
Okay. I'm moving again.
We find out some guy in a costume and it's all over.
Okay.
Oh, was this a
Um,
guy in?
Can Oak get
it
behind?
was Derek in a costume.
Yeah. I couldn't leave you. I couldn't leave your side. I had to keep protecting you. That's commitment.
Can
Hi.
Oak get behind Sybil? Please.
He's gonna flank her.
I got you. I got your back, girl.
Yeah, okay. Well, I still need to, like.
Picks her up and suplex.
What's this?
I'm not moving until I get that
Sybil's
one
like there
bug.
fighting for her
Okay.
life, and a bear just comes up like between her legs. It's like, get on my back.
No, suplex is when you pick them up and you just...
I got that.
6 plus 2 is 14.
To hit?
Yes. Yeah, same bug. Woo! Okay. Alright. I got a 28.
To hit.
Okay, damage 9. Yeah, and then Oak. He can move again because he hasn't used up.
Yeah, he's moved 2 squares.
Okay, so he can move up behind this bug and he can come at him. My dude.
He
All right.
doesn't- He won't. He doesn't want to attack me.
Alright. 17.
You could attack from behind Sybil at the corner and then still leave it open.
But he can always move
17
next
hits.
turn.
They've all been
11.
damaged except for this one. 11 to hit. That misses.
No, 2.
Damage.
10.
That's a miss.
Okay. Alright, but I get 1 damage.
Yep, you got a paw.
That's 7 points of damage. And I don't think there's anything I can do beyond that for now.
Okay.
He has a free action. He can say something.
I use my free action to.
The movie.
That's wrong. That squawk. Real. That is a 10. 10.
Bug here's the oak stomach growling.
15 and an 11.
The 15
That
Shrink's
close.
a little smaller.
12 points of piercing,
He hasn't had
6 fire. And Gothra. That's 11 to hit. Okay, Corbine with Raylog on deck.
I'll just. You guys still have my angle to get flanking, right? Same guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
No, that's an 18-11. They both hit. One more swing. That's my 2, dreaded 2. So it's 2 hits. It's 13 bludgeoning and 11 bludgeoning.
Don't forget your bite.
I want to rotate.
Frog.
This one went down with the first swing.
The only one that's
Yeah.
bears the rogue.
Can I just walk forward to the one in front of Gothra?
Okay. You won't have flanking.
Okay. You want this as a new swing?
What did you get before? What was the second swing? Do you remember?
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
So it would be.
Well, I rolled an 18, but an 18 on a chart is higher than
Yeah, what,
that. Two-handed 18 hits a 24. So that would be
oh,
down
yeah,
to a
yeah,
21.
you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, so that would have been 11 points.
Okay.
And I will use my power surge, battle surge for more DR.
Okay. Raylog?
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
I can use my bonus
Yes.
action
And free action.
Yeah. in free action. And then I'll roll my creature roll.
Yep.
Now I roll high. 17. I made it. It's common. It's
Okay. I mean, it's an insect, it's a beetle. And they got-
okay.
it's-
Everyone knows that.
Everybody seems to be in pain when
How about
they're
an
fighting.
educated book sense from studying, not the idea of just
Some kind of red shelled burrow beetle that is living inside the mountain.
Okay, fair. I'm done.
There's various different types of beetles and whatnot
Yeah.
that do that kind of thing that live
Yeah.
underground.
If
and whatnot, but
If I look at a bird, and usually the first things you think about are the markings.
I mean, you haven't been bit by one of these, so you're not sure. You don't know that it does fire damage, so you wouldn't
No,
know
but
that it.
but the
that's not
markings
exciting.
I'm going by, not by what
No, I
victimization.
understand. This is just quick look at the beetle
Okay.
while fighting it, and
All right.
observation wise.
And I'll think, boy, I'd like to study this more. Okay.
When we're bit, do we actually see the fire?
No, it's the chemical like burn that's doing the
Okay.
fire.
Look at fires.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I said, like a fire ant like sensation, but
Okay.
intensified essentially.
It's a chemical bubble. Yeah. Not flame. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm done.
Raylog with Dothra on deck.
Raylog's flanking, right?
Yes.
We did 18. That's the same thing. And that's the second. So we got 2.
Yeah, you're good.
So we did 16 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. And 26 damage. Bludgeoning. Then Dothra, she's gonna move to be flanking Corbine.
That's cool.
Sybil, you're on deck.
She is.
Dothra's gonna move to be flanking Corbine.
She has a +7 altogether to hit.
Well, 6 because of the size.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Cool.
19, that's higher. That's on her screen. She did 17 slashing. Then she did. 17.
Sorry, Sybil.
She's used to that. Then she's at youth camp.
17 and
And 17. And then she will roll and lose time.
all right. Sybil, you're up with Kara on deck.
Alright, did Torvine get that bug in front of me? Or is it still there?
Yes, there's one to your left.
Okay,
As
that's
well.
what I thought. I'll go ahead and slide to the left and flank still.
You
No,
can't
no.
slide to the left
Or
because
did
little
it
bear.
move?
there's a bear beside you.
Oh,
you can
alright,
still attack.
That's news to me.
Yeah, you just won't get flanking.
Well, that's.
Take the bear out, and then you get a
Can I? How big are these beetles?
They're medium.
Can I jump it?
You want to jump to the other side?
Yeah, like there's that space in between those two beetles in front of Gotha and Raylock. Or at least there was, according to my picture.
Yeah, there isn't anymore.
Oh, alright. Well, never mind. There go all my ideas. I'll just stab it, I guess.
Just stab.
Stabby stab.
Alright, stabby stab. Oh, those are good stabby stabs. They're 2 17s.
Yep.
Too bad they're not 18s or they'd be crits, which would have been more exciting. Alright. Alright. 13 points of damage and what is it? I can't math. 17 points of damage.
That one's gone.
Sweet.
Okay, one beetle left on the field.
Is there anywhere there's only one left, so there's nowhere I could really
Yeah, the other one's
use
kind of
it.
surrounded by the two Vigons
Alright.
and Torvine.
Alright, then I'll just watch. I'll cross my arms and be like, is it done yet?
Okay. Kara.
Huzzah.
You can shoot arrows into them.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, walking carpet.
Yes. Okay. I am moving one square over, and then I am using the other 7 of my squares. Well, not all 7. How about 4 squares?
They say 4 squares fun.
Yes. That'll be good. That'll put me in range, and I can shoot over something. Oh, nice.
So presumptuous.
Hey.
Torvine jumps.
Yeah, the beetle
I already used my bonus
stands. The
action.
beetle stands like about like when it's standing up on its legs, it's about like waist height, and Torvine is like knee height. So there's like from your knee to your waist that it's like over him.
16.
16 to hit hits.
Mm-hmm. And 10. Which doesn't.
And when I say knee height, I'm not talking Raylock's knee.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
everyone.
talking human.
Not knee height to the grasshopper.
8 points of damage.
8 points of piercing damage.
And Oak really can't do anything other than maybe move closer. Can we put him between Sybil and Raylog?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll separate those two. They're not getting along. All right, Kara. If there's
Gray
anything,
haired
unless there's
and
anything
bald.
else, move to the single beetle.
Does he lift the white flag?
That's
like-
11 to hit
like
Gophra, and that's a miss. All right, Torvine. All you, little guy.
All right. That's getting kind of old. I'll teleport to a temple or something. 3 swings.
You got damage.
18, 8. So that's 5 more added to it. So that's a 13. 13 hits a 19, so that's a hit. Same thing, so that's a hit. And 18 to hit. So 3 more swings. 13 bludgeoning. 10 bludgeoning. It takes a while to crack this egg. Does he look
Hasn't
bloody?
been touched. At this point, it's bloody.
Is he bleeding a little bit?
Not quite to that point.
13 points bludgeon.
Oh.
And I'll use my bonus action again, and I'll try to recall more brain cells about what this creature
It's
could be.
weaving now.
So this is for creature lore.
A disadvantage because it's so damaged you can't recognize it anymore.
All right.
After hitting it 3 times, everybody wailing
Hey,
on it.
I get to the middle of it now. Of what it describes.
The
and comes
meat
out
of the issue.
Yeah. All right. All right. It's a major success.
Okay. Yeah, these are fire beetles.
Attributes.
Hard shell, resistant to slashing and piercing because of the hard shell. They like burrowing and crushing the stone with their mandibles.
Is there medicinal things of properties of the beetles, or is there something that people scavenge off from this beetle?
Sometimes people like primitive cultures like lizard men or things of that nature will use the shell sometimes for like shields or armor.
Is there any properties in the eyes, sort of like they would have a type of light reflective properties to it?
No. I'm trying to ascertain what your
Whatever you thought I was just saying this is what I got, so I'm just trying to see if
I know, I'm trying to think of what you mean by the eye thing.
that they glow, and they could be used as sort of like a indirect lantern that gives off like
No.
10 feet. And they don't shoot any acids.
Nope.
It's just the salivaness that comes out.
To help break down the rock to make it easier to crush.
So you're saying,
Okay.
could someone take an eyeball and then stick a light in it and it
Like
used as
effort-
like a reflection and make it
Like
brighter?
effervescence, whatever that's called, that glows.
Bioluminescent.
Yep, that you could do that too. So certain animals will like
That's a
firefox.
glowworm or like a
Firefox. So okay.
Something like that.
All right. There you
All right. Where were we? Corvine, Braylog
So we're like,
with
I'm
Dothron.
gonna move over a step. A square. In case that opens up anything for other people in case we need. And then Whoa. Also cool. Okay, so Braylog missed all his so
It's always the last one.
yeah. So that's a hit.
Oh wow, a door that actually
That's-
helped us.
Always. Didn't even have to knock.
An enemy that we can hit.
He did 23.
Cross 2 hits.
So she only had one hit.
Okay.
That's slash. And she's done.
Almost done. Wink. Okay. All right. So beetles, last of the beetles, crumbles as you guys under your guys' attack, and
This beetle battle is worth a song.
Me. Here comes the sun.
Da-da-da-da-da.
We're going the wrong way down the tunnel. There is no sun.
No, there probably isn't.
all right.
She gets an inspiration.
So that is
Is it
the
day? Is it nighttime? We don't know.
yeah. You guys
All we know is there
don't know what it is outside, but you would, from travel time and how your bodies have been acting with like being hungry and things like that, that it's probably around midday-ish, a little bit past. Yeah, I just can't keep this thing standing.
We will definitely see the direction of their footing prints where they came from.
Yeah, they came from down the tunnel that direction.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. There might be more for all we know.
And they were trying to do what? They were trying to go into the wall?
Yep, burrow into the wall.
How far did they get?
Not very far. Looks like they just started relatively recently before you
Is
guys
there
came
a
in.
reason they were doing that?
Maybe they were nesting, trying to make a burrow for a home,
Is there something wrong?
making a highway for their tribe so they could expand their horizon. Maybe they're
There's
digging
a-
for treasure.
A secret book in there that when they read it, they'll become human.
Yeah, that's something worth investigating, I think.
Before we get into
He doesn't
the
want any of
investigating
this.
that you guys want to do, or continuing on, let's take a break. It's like 4:05.
Okay.
We can do like a
Can
5-minute
we
break.
loot the bodies to see if they have coins
Yep,
on them and
we'll
stuff?
do that
Well,
when
no
we
one
get back.
here.
Okay, all right, all right.
Do that when we get back.
Okay. I just want it on the record before people forget and we come back and all of a sudden, oh, we're at the.
All right. So the battle's over, and the beetles' crushed carcasses are on the floor before you.
Ah, yes, these are the nasty fire beetles that I finally, in my cerebral cortex, remembered.
There's no Union Jack in there.
I can't vouch for everything.
Stan says it was dark in there.
Feel very dark.
Didn't get swallowed.
We have memories.
I'm the one who should be saying that.
Well, we did pull you out. Didn't happen.
So,
But we promised a parent we would take care
are
of it.
we moving on, or
We're looting. We're looking for any type of value.
We always loot Even though you're
coinage
not.
or anything that was dragged to them from previous diggings? Maybe some
I'm gonna
humanite-
be like standing watch while they're looting.
Okay.
So any abumanite that might have been stuck to them in digging or anything, because there was evidence that a dig exists in this area.
Nothing of value, like monetary wise, or like immunite dust or anything. Seems to be all this stuff.
Okay, we're getting nowhere. Let's go.
All right, so you guys continue the rest of the day through tunnels and caverns until eventually. Yes.
As we do the tunnels, I would like to get on the back of an oak and meditate.
Where's Brutus?
I don't need him right now because then it takes power points. Brutus, I'm going to hang on to, but if I could, I may.
Borrow my bear.
Yeah, and he almost won't even notice. And I would meditate on there to recover my power points throughout the day, so that way I'm back to full before the end of the day.
Okay. So near the end, or when you guys feel like the end of the day would be, which would be another like 4 hours ish of travel, you guys come into a cavern, and Dothra, as you guys walk in, kind of stops and looks around and is like, pretty sure this is it. Pretty sure this seems, and she heads off to the left-hand side and goes over behind some boulders or outcroppings of rock from the ground and starts looking along the wall, and eventually finds what she's looking for. Ah, here it is. And there's a little narrow passageway or fissure in the wall, similar to where you guys, or how you guys entered into these tunnels. In the wall there, it seems to go through enough for you to kind of, for the Vigons to kind of, scoot by, and the other ones being smaller, they have a little bit maybe easier time. But
Do we still see the skitter footprints of these?
no, you guys got into the next cavern, where the tunnel met a cavern, and the footprints would have wandered off to the side, and then there would have been burrows down that you would have saw on the wall.
Oh, all right. So I would like to take some rocks at that point, make an arrow out of the rocks to point that direction.
Okay.
Future reference.
You planning to come back?
Apparently.
Oh, it's gotta be loot down there somewhere.
What is it with short people looking for loot inside mountains?
It makes them feel important. Maybe. I don't know. At least he's not a dwarf. He might have dug too deep.
Nobody
Maybe
called him a bird.
I'd be looking to do a long-term deposit.
So, this fissure is in front of you, and Dothra is like, this should lead us right outside the Heartmount.
Do we see any evidence in this area of injured people that came through it once before? Maybe a trace of blood or something on some of the
There
rocks?
is traces of dried blood in the slightly dusted stone floor, but it seems like it has been there for a while, and there are some footprints as you're going over to the fissure. There's one set of footprints and one that seems not like somebody was walking bipedal, but more like staggered-ish.
Side pedal.
Yeah.
That'd be you, my friend. Okay. Yeah, it just looks familiar to you, Dothra. We're kind of at your mercy.
You want me to? I mean, we can always just send one person through to check it to verify, but I mean, I can go through. I'm fine going through.
Sure, you kind of know what to look for. We don't.
Everybody cool? Good with that?
We don't have to tie a rope till you do it.
Shouldn't.
I guess
Then
we're good.
again,
I have string.
All right, so she
I can
starts.
just go with her, just because, I don't know. We find a lot of bugs in here, so it wouldn't be bad to go in the front.
So you want to go in front of her or behind her?
No, I'll just go with her.
Okay.
Yeah, like behind her.
All right. So she starts scooting through. Sybil, with you in tow.
I hope all 10 toes.
You scoot along through this fissure, and it goes on for essentially like 15 feet into the wall, and then you still don't see any light. You can hear or you can smell a draft-like smell of like fresh air coming in, but you can't see any light. And eventually you see Dothra stop, and she's kind of she's wedged in between two walls, and then there seems to be something that she's running into. And she stops, and she kind of turns her head and looks at you, and kind of looks down, and it seems there's something in the way. Can you back up a little bit? I want to get a little bit of room, see if I can just nudge it out of place.
She's
Sure,
wearing goggles.
yeah.
It just looks like rock to her. It just looks like a wall, kind of.
Okay.
So you guys jostle back and forth, and eventually you can hear, the rest of the party, you guys can hear like this boom. Not real loud, but
Thud.
you can hear a thud.
We hear an
And
owl.
eventually, Kim, you can hear you can hear something moving and rolling out of the way eventually. And you can see not daylight, but there is definitely some light that ends up passing past Dothra, and there's a wintry air that makes its way into this fissure. And Dothra proceeds through. And Sybil, you are met with tree branches, pine-like branches, very similar to the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, when they come through the wardrobe and there's all those branches and they're trying to
I didn't see
make
that
their way
movie.
through.
It was scary.
Very much like that. And eventually you come out of a clearing, or out of the tree branches and into a clearing. Seems to be a field of flowers with a large boulder kind of in the middle of this field of flowers.
Do you say that this is like a forest glen with a rock in the middle?
Yeah, kind of.
I hate this place. We're so getting ambushed. Anytime there's a rock in the middle of a clearing, it spells ambush for me.
Hit it with your RPG.
I'm a little bit scarred.
Light it on
Yeah,
fire.
you more
Fire
so than
sword.
the rest of the party.
I
fire.
can't handle this. Oh,
It's
good.
rock.
I'm so excited to
By
be here.
itself.
Perfect.
How big is that spot?
Compared to the Vagons.
As big as this room.
Although, we did find the outside, so
Or
that's
like
good
a
good-
news.
table?
The boulder.
It'd probably be about as long as this table.
It's a great big boulder.
Oh.
Taller than the Vigons.
Okay.
Probably a good 11 feet ish. That kind of goes
That's
up to
not
its
bad.
peak.
Could be worse.
Teamwork, you're up there in a second.
That's what you guys see. I mean, Dothra, this is familiar. To Sybil, this is new. And Dothra is
And very suspicious.
kind of nodding and is like, "Yep, this is the place." And she's kind of
Sweet. Let's go
she's
tell the
kind of
group we found it.
observing the area to see, okay, is there anybody here that just watched us walk out of the middle of the tree?
Yep, this used to be a village here. No.
We didn't go very far, so I'll just backtrack and tell
Yeah,
everybody.
Dothra turns around and is like, well, let's go back and let the rest of the party know. And
Yeah.
Where are we? We're gone now.
We're waiting in the dark.
a few moments later, the two ladies
We're
return,
lurking.
and they have a little bit of
Corvine's really jumping.
a little bit of dusting of. Well, actually, no,
Behold,
there would be
business,
dusting.
just as
Oh, flying.
wrong two women coming to the cave.
Well, you guys would notice that there was more air flow that was coming out of this fissure suddenly after the thudding stopped.
Whoosh.
And then a few moments later, the ladies return, and the author says, "Yep, we're at the spot. This is where we came in."
Comes out to a neon sign and says,
What is on the other side that you came from?
You can see she kind of gets a not a like embarrassed look, but
melancholy.
yeah, just kind of like
nostalgic.
doesn't have eye contact with you, but just kind of looks off to the
Oh, I have
side.
to look up.
It's
It's a trap.
it's a
It's a big clearing with a rock in the
it's
middle.
a
Good
special
giveaway for a trap.
It's a special place for myself.
What about him?
When
Rayla
you have
didn't really
short-term
spend
memory
much
loss,
time down
nothing
here.
special.
Is
Or
it a
maybe everything
farm?
is.
No, this is just where I would come to be alone to think.
So how far away is from our not agenda, but
Our target.
our target? There you go. Good enough.
It's about 10 or so minutes
Our
from the village.
Oh, so since your village was attacked, would this be a safe place from it, possibly?
I mean, there wasn't many people that ever came here whenever we lived here, so that was kind of why I
So
enjoyed
is it
coming here.
secluded?
In a way,
Is there only certain ways to get here?
there's one way.
Through the tunnel.
Except for where we're coming from.
No. This was. I mean, besides the tunnel here in this fissure, there's only one other way.
Yes. So it's two ways.
Sorry, I misunderstood what you meant.
I quite understand. You're taking
I thought
back-
you meant that the majority of people would use to get there would be one main thoroughfare. So to speak.
Yeah, no, we just went through a town, there was just one way. And so I was thinking the same thing here. But this is the only other access.
Besides this fissure, the only other way that, to my knowledge, is.
So this is a cul-de-sac. It's just one spot where, so nobody would know we're coming.
Unless somebody randomly comes down here that.
So
like
no
I-
one, from our point of view,
Like I said, whenever we lived up here, this was kind of my spot, and I came here because nobody really ever came here. So I was somewhere that I could be alone to think.
so what did you do?
Sometimes I just needed to get away from everything. That's all.
What time of day is it?
It's evening at this point. It's like getting very close to dusk at this point.
Are there big birds that come here?
No. I mean, you can see them off in the distance, like flying like laps around the
I mean,
mountains.
we kind of had an encounter with some big, but a big bird.
You would have to go through the trees though in order to be able to see them.
So they don't come looking at this area.
No, I've never experienced it.
So every time you had your quiet time, you never encountered a big bird.
No.
Any animals that you've encountered here?
Normal forest animals.
Well, they're animals.
I mean, not like bears or anything, but.
Because they would have to come from that other one direction. Is that a road?
It's kind of like a pathway.
Okay, so wagons and stuff don't come this
No,
direction.
no.
Okay, I'm done questioning.
For now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it is getting late. I can just from being out there, it is getting close to dark. We can either camp in
Sounds like a
here or we
safe
could
spot.
camp out there. I mean, that's up to you.
I think camping out there would be nice. That would kind of this direction is kind of dangerous. When you were in your quiet times out here, you never encountered it.
And there is, some woods to the area too, so we can camp somewhere to have some cover and not just be out in the wide open.
Did you ever have an area where you would just have a personal campfire and just sneak your way out?
No, I usually when we get out there, you'll see that there's a rock in the middle. I just kind of hung out at the rock and sit there and read. Or,
Did you ever write on the rock?
Dothra's pouting rock. We
Mhm.
found it. The sulky spot.
Or shouldn't we look at the rock if you wrote something that you think is embarrassing?
you can look at the rock.
Every
Okay.
girl growing
Thank
up needs her sulky spot. This
So
is it.
what do you guys want to do?
Follow Dothra, let's go.
Okay.
Lead on.
All right,
There's
so
no big
again,
birds to
you
attack
guys follow through this fissure, and you guys are met with the branches and whatnot.
Not me.
Eventually, make your way through and find yourselves
Put my hands up, try to
in the
drag it from
clearing of
bottom.
a field of flowers with the boulder in the middle.
The boulder. He's conflicted.
This is why she likes flowers.
There are no like pathways, like a garden, so to speak. There's no like certain pathways. It's just a field, but there is a variety of various different types of flowers.
Herbalism.
At the same time, there are flurries, and it is a cloudy evening.
Flurries, flowers, herbs, rocks.
I got a great success on my herbalism, the living flowers, different variety.
There's all sorts of different flowers that you recognize and hear from.
Some can be for medicinal.
Not necessarily, just
Well-
more decorative like flowers.
Do any
Okay, but
peaches
I could
look
find
like
something
rocks?
that's medicinal if I wish.
Yeah, if you wanted to spend enough time, going around.
I
And
do.
I first.
I do.
All right.
I
While
would
everyone's
like
doing
to
that, I will
forget
too, because
this
this is
strip.
safe haven, and I have a chance
that would
to
be
inspect.
That's fine.
I was hanging from a rope.
Do an investigation check. See what you.
Can I aid him because I have herbalism?
Sure.
Alright, I'll aid
Same
you
roll.
in your
That
plant
gives
life
me
search.
a great success.
We think I have
Okay. Yeah, you find there is a few spots here and there,
Okay.
a couple flowers. We'll say five.
We can get that.
We'll say 5 different flowers
Five.
that you find that
Could be possibly used for something.
for medicinal purposes. Around the base of the boulder, you find a couple peculiar looking flowers that neither you or Sybil have seen before.
2 types.
But they look,
Future study.
it's a unique looking flower that you've never seen before.
Okay. Are they all by themselves, or like in a bulbs, and you have 10 flowers popping up out of the center?
No, it's you have the stem kind of that comes up, and then there's multiple like flowers that come off of that one.
Like bushiness.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of.
alright.
And the flowers kind of look like they're, with it being dark, they really look dark because it's more of like a dark purple like flower. But the flower itself, the design kind of looks like an upside down thimble.
Something you would see like a hummingbird come up and put his.
Yeah, but it
It
would be
doesn't
under.
look familiar,
Yeah,
but does
yeah,
it
they'd be
sound
under.
familiar at all?
Say it again.
So it doesn't look familiar, like I've never seen it before, but does it sound familiar, like the description?
Like a type of lily or something in the family. Embarrassing.
I don't know.
Like, can I roll herbalism for it, or?
But it's sort of like botany. We don't have botany. Herbalism is close to get.
Yeah.
I mean, if you roll herbalism though, you're not really gonna know much about it. Like, I mean, you can make assumptions of like what plant category they come from, but like what its uses are and whatnot.
Which is medicinal.
This one you don't know. You don't know if it's medicinal or not. It's just something
well, first
that
you have to
Okay, I'm
looking at it,
going
you
for,
guys are like,
I'm aiming for
never-
identification.
okay.
Maybe. I guess.
I mean, you guys were like with your guys' role with herbalism. If you would have recognized, like, if this was recognizable,
gotcha.
I would have gave it to you.
We would have recognized it.
Yeah, I would have said like, okay, yeah, this is this type of flower. This or and it does this.
Okay. Then
you're
maybe
saying-
Dothra knows about it. Can we ask Dothra about it?
Local.
She, She says that it is a local flower. She's never
Eating it.
seen it grow anywhere else, but then again, she hasn't really
Been out in the world.
been out in a lot of places. But
She's
this
a
is
homeschooler.
but this was always one of her favorite flowers, just because it was unique compared to
The rest.
of them. And out of the going around the base of the boulder, there's only 3 of these flowers. There's not a whole lot of them.
Well, we're not going to rip them up. I mean, we're not here to destroy the living culture. We can easily draw a nice picture.
Yeah, I can draw it.
I have art too. I want to try to draw it myself also.
Yeah, let's draw it. Let's do an art contest.
Have a draw off. Man, the dice just don't like me. Have a great success. I wanted to major a follow. Flawless. Yeah, I know you're better. You've been doing it for a while. Good job, girl.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you gotta get your angle right. So you see how you're drawing a flat shape. It looks 2-dimensional. You gotta picture it in 3-dimensional. I'll show you how.
Well, I'm always used to looking up at things, and I'm actually looking down. I'm not used to doing that.
I guess that's fair.
Okay, draw a picture of flower.
This is essentially what it looks like.
Oh, is that what she drew? Are they hanging down?
Yeah, it's like an upside down thimble, essentially.
They look like gutted out cocoons looking down to me. Okay.
Yeah, it could look like a cocoon that sprouted out the bottom. I guess you could look at it that way.
Like a giant picking up someone in a sleeping bag and shaking them up?
Yep, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Like those Bigfoot commercials about their beef jerky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. That's what we found during our time frame. That's cool.
You guys bedding down for the night, doing watches?
Yeah, we're gonna do watches. That's what we do because you never know what comes in.
Okay.
I'll take the first watch.
Will you?
Yeah, I think I will. Oh, look, you feel a little sleepy.
What kind of flowers are these? Okay, I'll take the second one.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Get seasonal allergies.
Okay, I'll pop up Brutus before my watch because it's what I can do.
Okay. You guys set up your watches and bed down for the evening. Not out in the middle of the field, but in the trees a little bit to
On top of the
give
stone
some
in the
cover.
middle. What kind of writing did we see on the stone?
Just little chisel marks. You only see like 2 chisel marks.
Is it a language?
Yeah.
Is it
What languages do you know?
I have to go through this again.
Yeah.
Orc,
No.
Common,
No.
Dwarven,
No.
High Elven.
No.
Oh, that's about
Saldarian,
No.
no.
Aquian, High Elvish.
Corriglin, Common.
Pigwain.
Does she know?
No.
Dother?
Maybe.
Hey, Dothy lady. Hey, the
Dothy
scryer is. How recently were these marks put on the stone? Do you know?
Time passed a while ago.
Once upon a time.
Within
Yes.
your lifetime.
Yes. Yeah. This one in particular, and she goes around to one of them. This is my name.
Is it the name that we call you?
Hmm?
But why doesn't it look like the name if we spelled it?
It's in Bygonian. That's why. So her and Rayla can read it. I don't know if Kim has that for
Bygonian?
symbol or not.
No.
Bygones.
No, I don't.
an isolated area usually. Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing that with me.
All right.
Non-special
Sleep
area.
does come to all of you. Our wonderful dear
We need a time
Viconian man
It's
has
dream time.
yet another dream.
Hope you're fast
Your
for me.
score would also go up 2, by the way, from the previous dream.
Intelligence?
Intelligence and wisdom.
Both
go
of
up
them?
2. Yep.
Oh, do mine go up too?
No.
It sounds like it. Oh, thought we were a group rate. Okay.
And I forgot to mention as well, before waking up, from the last one, I have it written down. Everything would have faded to white again, and there would have been a disembodied voice from somewhere asking you the question yet again. Where do you draw your strength from? And then you go into this dream. You're in a familiar scene the night of the attack.
So again.
You make your way downstairs through your home and out into the, I guess you could say, courtyard of your home. And you see figures running back and forth between buildings. You see buildings on fire. And there's a orc that comes running up to you, and you have a hammer in your hand. And the orc comes up and swings. You move out of the way and just like nonchalantly just swing this hammer, and it just takes the orc out, and it slides like 10 feet.
That's good.
And you see more figures running in between buildings, and then you feel something grab your shoulder, and you turn around to swing at whatever it is, and you see your father.
Oh,
He says, "Are you all right, son?"
no, I'm scared. No.
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming I am.
Yes. Yes. You do not feel injured or
Put your
anything.
entrails in. You're fine.
It is at this moment that multiple figures come out from around the burning buildings. You see orcs, and you see what you didn't know what they were before, but then again you didn't really remember. But now you know, because one of your compatriots sometimes look like this. But a wolven-like form rush you and your father, and you both standing back to back, fighting off multiple figures at a time. And just as the last one is about to fall, something enters your mind and stops you from continuing to fight. You don't know what is going on, but it makes you freeze, like a deer in the headlights. And the next thing you remember is being just clobbered on the head by something hard and blunt. And you find yourself soaring through the air backwards towards your home and breaking through the door that was left ajar there as you exited the building before. There's a moment of just ringing in your head and the aching, like thumping feeling of something having hit your head extremely hard. And you look up and you see your father on his knees, and you remember this familiar scene from a previous dream. Your father being on his knees and two figures standing facing him and facing you as you are looking on this. And you see a bit of a conversation taking place between the two. Both figures standing by your father, robed. One, you see the flicker of the firelight hit the robe, and you see the black and red robe with the symbol of the dragon that you remembered before back in Whetstone. But the other figure, you're not sure about. Large figure, robed, hooded. Can't see a face. But as the conversation draws to a close, you see them reach behind and you can see a furry mitt reach back and grab this large blade that comes up and then sprouts out and then comes back around. And the smaller figure walks off, and you see the large figure put the blade on the shoulder and have a short conversation with your father before taking the blade and swinging, and your father's head rolling down the decline, the body falling. And then you see the large figure start lumbering towards you in the home. Before you hear a voice come from the smaller figure that stopped several paces behind the larger one. Leave him. He's dead already. There's no saving him. Let the fire do its work. And probably the building too. But he's dead for sure. You see like a hesitation with the large figure before putting the blade behind and then rotating back around and following the smaller figure. It is then that everything fades to black and then comes back again with your sister and the familiar sound that you've heard before in yet another dream. Brother, be all right. White comes to you again in a familiar voice yet again. Where do you draw your strength from? And then it fades to black. And then the next day comes. As everybody wakes up, does their morning routine. What do you guys wish to do? Or at least give an idea of where you wish to proceed now that you are on the outskirts of Heartmount.
Wake up, pack up camp.
And this will be the last thing that we cover here before we end the session here today.
Wake up, pack up camp. Get ready to go to camp.
Anything that we want to discuss? Anyone we want to talk to?
Shouldn't we talk to Galandra or something?
Galandra.
Tell her that we're actually here now
Leave a message
and
at the
see
beach.
how they're doing. Because we are trying to we're aiming for assassination if I'm not completely.
I thought we were scouting.
Situation. Yeah, so that's information that I need to know. I don't know, because the army is on the other side, because that's what they said in whatever film we're in the core.
I mean, for all we know, the tree's being attacked right now.
Yeah, so probably do a little check-in, since it's been, 3?
Hey, you could probably send Festus up above there to
5
look
days?
down from the mountain.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is a bird-free zone.
We've been gone for almost 5 days without contact.
This is a bird-free
Probably a
zone.
good idea.
No
No
telling what
fly
happens
zone.
when you leave the zone.
Just fly really high.
Oh yeah, that's
Don't
not
go out
gonna,
the edges.
that's not gonna cause any attention.
Go
Not
really-
a
it's a bird.
stir
Nobody can see it.
What are we
We'll put
doing?
The bird of prey will put a cloaking device on.
Scout it out. See
Well,
what's happening at the old stomping ground.
I would like
You
to
want me
hear
to
from.
send Festus?
Yeah, while you do that, I'd like to
Okay.
hear from Dothra and Raylog what their thoughts are on approaching their hometown.
Now they've slept
Yeah,
on
alright.
Because we know nothing of the land. So I have nothing to tell.
Good call.
we're accompanying you on your journey to find out what happened to you, totally to your positional family, and how to stop the aggression on the rest of Praxis, pretty much. Because it sounds like everyone who's in charge of your kindred now seems to have war on their mind. And you guys are the ones seem to be the key. We don't know how. And so we just know you need to find a way to go where you need to go, and we're backing you up. So Dothrin and Rayla need to tell us what's going on. Now we've gone through the cave of terror. We're on the other side. Unless we just live here in harmony and let the whole world do what they're doing, we stay here around the rock.
I stay here forever.
Yes. Sadly, at age.
You make it sound like we went through Willy Wonka's tunnel of nightmares.
That was nothing.
All right, so you're asking the Vigons.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how much of the landscape is going to be different than whenever we were there before. I mean, the village isn't too large. I mean, we had close to like 20, 30 families, maybe. But it might be less than that now. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, when we ran, everything was on fire. So, but it has also been some time since then. So, if indeed people are living there again, I'm assuming that the buildings are probably repaired for the most part.
Wasn't the village important?
What do you mean?
For leadership. The one that
Oh
was
yes,
in charge of
yes. Our father was the high chief.
So if someone was to take control, wouldn't they use that as a central point again?
Most likely, that's why I'm assuming people were living there and having been repaired.
Including the ones who took over, probably. Because
most likely.
Okay.
But I don't know whether it's going to, what the landscape of the populace is going to be. When we were there, it was all Vigon.
Yeah, it might be similar to what we met in the lower part of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be.
But on top of that, what other villages are around here? You know more
there's
villages
not going to
than
be
we
a
know.
village for like a day. So.
Well, we still need to know where they are in conjunction to this, because if they have contingency plans in case there's trouble, they might already have a way to contact them to respond if we have issues. They might have signal fires or whatever. I don't know.
There are 2 villages within a day's travel.
Are they large or small?
Around similar size. But then again,
at that time,
with how things worked in the past, but then again, every village was kind of against each other. So, but how things would most likely go, at least how our father would have ran things, most of the villages would be vacated, with the exception of those that wouldn't be able to fight or needed to stay behind to take care of like livestock and things like that. But other than that, anybody that would be able-bodied to be part of the conflict would have been sent to stations and
that's your father.
whatnot, like a front somewhere.
But somebody else who is more.
Well, there's not much. There's no point in reinforcing the villages further up the mountain when you have to go through the lower villages to get there anyway.
But what I mean is, everyone who's newly in charge might have consolidated everyone into one. Easier to
My
control.
guess is the vast majority of the fighting force is in places like Brennancourt that are going to be a spot that they send troops from.
Right, but I'm saying not the fighting troops. I mean the populace.
The general populace that would be there to take care of the everyday thing of village life, it would be the bare minimum.
Yes, but I mean they might vacate the other villages to put it all into one, to be a large capital.
That would be very hard to.
Is there enough land to house them?
It would be hard. It would be hard, even for the high chief to call for everybody to completely just walk away from their home and their village and just leave everything that they
You're
poured their
assuming the
life
high
into.
chief is still in charge. The idea is,
No, it's
if
true.
they took the central leadership out, they could have easily done to the
It-
others
all
and
I-
just dragged them.
All I can say is that for our village, not more than 20 to 30 families could live there.
I understand.
So at most, that's what we're going to be dealing with.
That's all we know.
With the exception of maybe putting like tents up or things like that, but that would be very difficult. You wouldn't be able to move around the village
So,
very well.
well, they would expand it, is my point. Not the
That
idea
they
you're
wouldn't-
stuck in the wall.
The amount of time that has transpired, that wouldn't have been able to expand it very much.
They might be in transition.
It's possible.
It is. Okay. So how would
The
you
only
want
way
to
that
approach
I
your
can think
village?
of that they would have more people than that in the village is the fact that they are in war preparations, it seems. And this is the capital, so they might have a small occupying force there. That's the only other thing that I can
Well,
think
yeah,
of.
they might bring orcs. They might bring dwarves, adding to the Vigonian population. And what other creatures they wish to bring.
This is true. But until we see it, we're not going to know.
No, this is unconventional.
I'm just trying to answer whatever, with the information that we have from living there. Kind of the layout of the land, so to speak.
Yeah,
From
so-
when we were.
And we don't know who took it over, right? That's.
At this point, no. We have no idea.
But you have prospects. We already heard with the dreams and stuff about
You guys don't
lion.
know anything about that.
I'm from the lion with the older lion and those evidences, the way the talking about the family line and things, it just sounds like
Either
the uncle.
our
that we
uncle
understood
is
about.
behind this, or
Yeah.
someone else has totally usurped the line and taken control.
And so they could do anything unorthodox if it was outside the line.
Our
Because
uncle
it
was
would go
unorthodox to
outside.
begin with. He didn't really like.
So
the
either
piece
way,
that we had.
it would be unorthodox.
Yeah, he was really
Okay.
against the piece that we had
Yeah.
at the time. So
Okay, well, I guess then we need to scout your homeland.
agreed.
Does that sound about right? Raylan?
Brother, do you think that there's anybody in that we could trust, maybe to contact, maybe?
Who did I recognize people in the dream?
I mean, they would have been familiar faces, but I mean, there would have been some on the list that I gave you, name-wise.
We don't know.
You would have saw like, oh, you know, that's so and so's house, and they're running out of it, being chased by, you know, an orc or.
No, I mean about the people that executed were around my dad and stuff.
The robed figure and the large one was hooded and robed, and you did
And then
not.
the one
Other than the
tall-
fact that you
the
saw a
tall
furry
figure.
mitt grab the sword.
Okay, so I don't know anything about that.
Neither one of them. Just the one that had the symbolism of the dragon.
The other one just seemed to
Is
be.
it a dragon or is it the?
It was the dragon breathing fire, I believe it was.
Okay, but was it interpreted as a? What do you call that thing with a hydra? Is it a hydra head or is it a dragon?
It looks like a dragon head.
Well, I know it looks like it. Okay. Okay. Well, hydras and dragons can be easy.
Well,
Heads.
Hydra would have multiple, right?
Head looking. That's all I'm saying. Head. They don't have to put the whole body. So that's fine. So that, but that he got symbolism, but he didn't get identification.
I mean,
Okay.
the small robed figure in the red and black was identified back in Whetstone. I mean, you don't have a name, but
Right.
you know that he was there.
Right.
The large robed figure that had the furry mitt, that is new information. You knew there was a lumbering figure before.
How big was he?
Around Vigonian size.
Oh, so the large guy wasn't large to a Vigonian.
No, but large.
Well, that's fine. But it wasn't, when I think of large, talking about someone compared to a Vigonian, I thought it was large, like larger.
No,
Like he
I'm
was
talking like large.
13, 14 feet.
No,
No. Okay. All right.
like a little, like 9.5 to maybe like 10.5 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking night dwell.
Yeah, could be a short night dwell.
Run to the litter.
All
So
they have to be is large.
yeah. So okay. But that's between Dothra and Raylog, how you want to go about. You know the local walk of the land. Apparently she knows a little more than you from this area going out from, because this is her secret place. It's not so your secret. So whatever you two do.
Okay. Well, I'll let you think about that
Right.
and who you may want to contact.
Other than the two big boys.
That's where
or
we
you were
will
thinking
pick up
about.
next time, with you guys being in this field of flowers, and how you want to approach entering Heartmount, or how you want to scout.
And Festus, of course. Does Festus see something on his first fly out?
I mean,
She sent him out.
the village is only like 10 minutes away,
Yeah.
10-15 minutes.
Right, Kim? You sent Festus out when we started.
Yeah,
the talk.
I've already taken up the power points. He's
Yeah.
gone.
Festus flying towards getting direction from Dothra. Festus would see the village pretty much like 90% repaired, and see a variety of smaller figures walking through the streets, furry,
His good eyesight.
small figures, like orc-like figures, and then Vigonian figures as well.
Any
Some
swords?
armored, some looking like peasants.
Little dwarfy. stocky
And
thing.
in the middle, in the middle of the village, there is a circular square, town square, I should say.
A circular square.
A circular town square with a statue or a monument coming out of the middle, and you see one figure, or he would see one figure standing there, Vigon, bald head, red beard, with a large pauldron on one shoulder.
Does that sound like your uncle?
Shiny. Does it have a gem in it?
Kevin, does that sound like your uncle? You don't know?
And with a large blade on the back.
No.
Is there a gem in the pauldron?
How high are you having Festus fly up?
I mean,
Like a hawk.
yeah, like
Like a normal hawk. Yeah.
200, 300 feet.
It would be hard to make out at this distance whether it has a
That's
jewel or
just actual distance, according to the stat sheet.
Yeah, he can see out to 300 feet.
Yeah.
not. Okay. Yes, there seems to be a jewel. As he circles around and watches this figure, there seems to be a jewel in the giant pauldron. And the pauldron is in the shape of a lion's head.
There you go. Now we
Gotcha.
know what it is. The heart of
Any
the
like
mouth.
identifying like scars on the face?
There is a
or-
scar that kind of goes across the
Temple?
top of the head and kind of makes its way down, like
To the
right
temple?
beside the eye,
Uh,
and then makes its way down to like the chin area. And there are several scars on the arms as well that he can see.
Okay. Does it look like he's bossing people around? Like, what is? Or does it look like he's doing?
Seems like he is in conversation with an orc, actually.
Oh, okay. Does
Big
this
orc?
orc
A
look fancier than the other
Orc
ones?
with 2 swords on the back and a cape, and well outfitted.
Does it look like Urge, or is it somebody else?
Well, when Festus is explaining this to you, it kind of sounds familiar.
So it sounds kind of like Urge.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be relaying all this information to the crew as Festus tells me.
It's at this moment.
No!
Transmission canceled.
This guy is the one who
Man, roll your attack roll. I want to see this.
All right. But that's what you guys see.
All right.
We will pick up from there next time with Sybil relaying that information, and that'll give time for Kevin to think about who he may want to contact.
Yeah, the baker.
And whatnot. So, but
And we'll probably
That's-
contact Calandra too.
that is where we will pick up next time.